Hello, everyone.
Woo!
We're already wooing. It's such a great week. I'm so excited about this week of A Star to Steer Her By because we are on our 200th episode holiday spectacular.
Yes! That's right. Fucking jingle bells.
Jingle all those bells. Call the Vulcans in with their jingly bells and their wind chimes and everything they've got because we are busting out all the stops this episode.
Yep.
As usual, well, after 200 episodes, you certainly know this is Ames.
And after all this time, you couldn't forget Caitlin.
This is Jake.
Love it.
And
unfortunately, it is still me. This is Chris.
It is forever Chris. And I want to congratulate us because I think we've been doing such a, I want to say great, but it's also consistent. Mostly that we're so consistent. We have brought you Star Trek banter and tangents for 200 weeks now, for 200 episodes, and also, additional content that we throw in every so often.
Yep.
That's literally more than, what is that? That's somewhat more than 4 years with no interruptions.
It really is.
Yeah.
You could listen to us for 4 years.
Yeah.
As we have. We've been doing this for so long. I think we only had one moment when Chris was sick, or there was blizzards, or
but even then, we
pandemics.
were only 1 day late, right?
We
were just ill, so we posted Friday instead of Thursday.
Yep, there was one time where it was a day late because I was sick. There was another time.
Oh, no.
There was another time where it went up late on a Thursday because I forgot it was Thursday, and it was before SoundCloud had scheduling.
But it was still up on Thursday, it counts.
It was, but it wasn't up first thing.
I like that we're I'm going to pat us on the back for all the good we've done, and now we're just yeah, but these were the times we fucked up.
No, what I'm saying is, considering, you look at a lot of podcasts, especially when they're early days, ones that have since become super good, we've always been consistent, even when we were, very green, and that is something I will definitely give us.
What we're saying is, the other podcasts you listen to, they might have more listeners than us, but they don't fucking try as hard, so...
They don't have aims to keep them on the straight and narrow.
Speaking of the straight and narrow, we've got something really exciting planned for today. We're not going to be talking about specific episodes of Deep Space Nine, which we're in the middle of in our proper timeline, but we're going to do something super, super fun. You've probably noticed... wink at the audience, that we are coming to you live because we're allowing our audience members and our listeners to call in live, and we're going to chat with you. We put together some fun and games. We have some great topics to discuss. I think it's going to be a load of fun.
I think so, too.
Yep.
I hope that we don't embarrass ourselves and not have any callers call in, though.
That would be awkward as hell.
Well, I'm here by the soundboard, or the... what is it fucking called?
Phone?
Call-in board?
Do you mean the phone?
I'm here. Yeah, the phone. The phone is blinking. I don't know what that means.
Ring, motherfucker!
I don't even remember what phones look like.
So that means you're not just you today. You're also Roz.
A little bit.
Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling. Scrambled eggs.
All right. Well, boards are open. Let us take our first live caller. Oh, we've got someone on the board. Hello?
Hi, I'm calling in live.
Hello! Thank you for calling in live.
Should I turn off my radio so there's no feedback because we're live?
You absolutely should.
I thought we were going to give Rossi a fake number.
How do you know it's Rossi?
It's all
his voice.
Hey,
he's been on here a bunch.
He's
Come on,
one of our 3 listeners.
What?
Oh, right. And I bet they're all going to call in today.
Probably.
My name is Rames Jossie.
Oh, hi, Rames. Is it your first time listening?
Ving Rames Jossie.
First time caller, long time listener. For reals.
Oh, this
How
is
are we
already
all
the
doing?
best.
Live.
How's that switchboard looking? Any other callers, Ames?
Actually, if we don't mind, I can just take as many callers as we've got. So, Rossi, you're in for a party.
Oh, boy.
Who's our second caller?
Hello, caller. You're live on the air with a Star to Steer Her By.
Oh my god, did I get through? I never get through.
You are, and you're caller number 14.
Who are the other 13?
I don't know.
They're all
Somebody named
Rossi.
Rames Jossie. You heard of him?
Oh, that guy.
That guy.
Yeah, there was a bunch of
but
people
it's
letting
fine.
us know about our car's insurance or our car's warranties expiring. So
Yeah.
Seriously, so many of those calls. It's good to see you, Liz. It's good to hear you live on the radio, obviously.
I'm very excited to be here. Thank you very much.
Would you mind, Liz, if we got a third caller in on this game?
I mean, I'm not
We're
feeling
leaving
up
this
for
up
company,
to
but
Liz? Jesus.
We like Liz.
yeah, I guess okay.
But the switchboard must just dictate what we're doing. So let's take this third caller. Hello, third caller.
Hi, this is Carl from Minneapolis.
Ahoy, hoy.
Hey, Carl.
It's good to see you guys. Happy 200th.
Thank
Hey,
you.
thanks.
How's Minneapolis?
It's okay.
How much snow?
It keeps snowing and then unsnowing. It's very difficult.
It snows up?
It snows. I always miss Boston in the fall. Fall is the best time
It
in
is.
Boston, in my opinion.
True.
But in Minneapolis, what happens is winter crushes fall. So it takes something to
Well-
get used to.
Carl, if it's any consolation, don't forget, we all missed fall in Boston this year.
I know.
Yeah, it's still kind of like summery.
Oh, no, I just
right
mean
now.
we're not really leaving our homes because it's
Oh,
the end of the
I
world.
thought you
Yeah.
meant because it's like 60 degrees all the time still because it's the end of the world.
Well, that too.
Either way, it's the end of the world.
So now that everyone's here, what's everybody wearing?
nothing at all.
I don't think it's this kind of
No.
show.
Yoga
Oh, it
pants?
isn't?
I mean, we're all
This is
wearing
just
yoga
weird
pants,
shit.
though, right?
Thought we were going to be doing party line shit.
I thought this was going to be
Oh,
like
God.
a
Welcome to the
advice
live
call-in
lounge.
show.
Ooh.
No one on this call is qualified to give anyone advice for anything.
Oh.
Well,
Wow,
Jake could maybe give technical advice, but as far as like living advice goes, we're all a different brand of disaster.
No,
We
but I
haven't
could tell
died
you
yet.
I could tell you the top 5 lubricants to use with your double PP'd Klingon lover.
Oh my.
Don't need that.
Oh,
Thanks.
well, I don't know.
It's good just in case.
Yeah. So sadly, this isn't a Fraser Crane talk show or anything. We actually are going to be playing a game with you listeners.
Yay!
I
Oh,
hope
boy.
you've been reading up on your Star Trek trivia.
No,
I have not.
Awesome.
I
This is
have-
going to be a low point game.
Like soccer.
Ames, I accidentally
Hey.
buzzed in. Please help.
How is this
damn it.
happening?
I didn't mean to. I was readjusting the screen and I touched the button is like 40% of the screen.
All right, so
and my
for
manual
everyone,
dexterity is bad.
for
okay?
everyone listening and keeping track at home and playing along, as I hope you do, we're using a buzzer site to do our trivia show. You guys are not on the buzzer site. Only our guests are on the buzzer site. But you guys can still play along while we put together a great night here at Quark's Bar.
Come to Quarks. Quarks is fun.
Yay.
Something. Don't walk. Run. What was the second bit?
I think it was just come to Quarks.
Oh yeah.
Come to
yeah.
Quark's. Quark's is fun. Come right now.
Come right now.
Ah.
Don't walk.
Don't walk,
Run.
run. Yay.
All right, so Jake is already winning the trivia. You guys are way behind.
I don't know. I didn't know the
No.
middle bit there, so
Aw.
Yeah, he
Jake doesn't get to. Jake isn't playing, though.
that's also true.
I feel like letting Jake play this game would be just ridiculous because he could probably answer every question that we've come up
I
with in
don't
his
know
sleep.
about that because there were.
He didn't,
I
though.
didn't. There were a
bu-
couple
'cause
that
I came up with
stumped
these.
me.
I'm
Yeah,
very
Ames was
cruel.
too good.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
thing.
very
That's
cruel
the
in these
warning.
questions.
A lot of these questions stumped me when we were testing them. So
I'm looking forward to a 0-point game.
That would
at the end of the
actually
game,
be
all our
hysterical.
contestants are tied at 0.
List,
No, I can think of at
It could
least one
happen.
list question that everybody will get
Yeah,
some
no, I
points
think-
on.
I think-
list
It's a good
every
one.
named Excelsior class ship.
Wow. Anyway, let's launch into this because already I have a feeling this episode's going to end up being 2 hours long.
At minimum.
As I said, we're using a site called buzzin.live to play our game. Everyone's logged in. There are going to be 4 types of questions in our trivia game. Normal questions, where it's just a question that has an answer. matching questions, where you have a list of potential answers that you match to a proponent, a type.
Five
descriptor.
questions, 5 answers. You mix and matching them together.
Yeah.
The shit you loved in like middle school on an
Yeah.
exam. You'd be like, all right, no essays, mix and match. Come on. You know.
Yeah, and
That
then
kind of
list
shit.
We're our history
questions
majors and it shows.
for which you just list as many things in the category as you can. We'll also be doing the Kobayashi Maru, so good luck, everyone. If everyone is logged in, then let us get on with the game proper.
On with the show.
Starting with Caitlin.
Woo! Set phasers to round 1. Correct answers are worth 1 point each. So apparently we're going to be kind and allow for poor spelling, vague answers, and responses like, that guy from the episode with the salt vampire? What's his name? McRoy? As long as we can tell you know it.
Oh, I feel a little more confident now.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Good
we'll
news
see how
is,
kind that is.
That's a big plus for me.
You don't need to worry about spelling in here, because I don't think we have any spelling in this round. This is round 1.
Pronunciation? I don't know.
Well,
Everyone
we're not
ready to
going to
get
be
started?
nice about pronunciation. That's wild. Everybody ready for round 1?
Woo!
Woo.
All right.
Sure.
All right, guys.
Oh,
Who? James, what the fuck?
sorry, I got excited.
Ames, can you please reset? Don't buzz in until I've read the question, all right?
Okay.
All right,
All
here
right.
we go. For 1 point. Who introduced Miles and Keiko? Hey, James Rossi, what you got?
Data.
Let's see Data. Hey,
Woo!
Data,
Yay.
nice job. Also sometimes pronounced Data, but that's not his fucking name. All right, next question. How does Kirk ultimately defeat Nomad? Carl!
Through logic.
Let's see logic.
Can you be more specific?
Oh,
He convinces Nomad that he is fallible and therefore should destroy himself.
will we take that, judges?
I
Hey,
take
it.
Carl! Nice. Nice job. What is the title of Jake Sisko's novel? Carl again! Shit.
Absalom?
I know that is not right. Liz.
Is that the past is prologue?
Oh, also wrong.
Nah.
Rossi,
Anybody?
can you steal?
I am Jake.
Yes, that's right. No, it's
Nailed
not. It is not. The answer, of course, is Anselm.
Oh, yeah, I got tongue-tied.
Yeah.
Although,
Yep.
however, hold on. Point of order, though. Are we doing like half points or anything? Because isn't past prologue? Isn't that the title of the book he's writing in the episode that we just watched a couple weeks ago?
No, we're not doing half points. Moving on.
I mean, I wouldn't know.
The
Thank
one
you,
that
Jake.
Nog tries to edit.
Maybe.
It
I don't
is.
remember.
It
But has that
is-
episode aired yet?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Aaron?
it was sometime in the 90s, Chris.
Anything
it's been on.
because everything we've recorded already will have aired before this because this is episode 200.
Oh, yeah, good point. Good point.
Well, the only answer I have on my card here is Anselm,
Yeah.
and all I do is read from
That's
the card. So
And technically, it's not
Sorry.
a novel. I don't know.
If you guys want me to give a
we
half
don't
point
know
to
that it was a
Liz.
novel, Jake. It might have been a short story. It might have been a novella.
I say no half points.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I-
Liz. I tried.
I love you,
appreciate
Liz.
your advocacy, Jake. Yeah, you're all right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for trying, though. Next
All
question.
right, next question. What planet is Khan marooned on? Liz!
This is SETI Alpha 5!
Hell yeah, that is correct. I mean, is it SETI Alpha 5? Yes, it is!
The slide says SETI
And my
Alpha
cat didn't
V.
even flinch.
Do we give
Does that
half
count as
points?
spelling?
Looks like Liz mispronounced SETI Alpha V.
You said vague answers were
This is
okay.
Ketty.
Yeah, I did say that, you're right.
Misspelling.
Alpa.
This actually does remind me of Celebrity Jeopardy, that one where they have like Minnie Driver on, and she's like, but I is a letter, isn't it? And she like drew an eye or some shit. Anyway, hilarious 90s jokes or early 2000s. Next question. I'm old. Anyway.
Actually, we're going on our commercial break.
Oh, it's a commercial
Oh.
break time. Well, it's time for
Please
me
tell
to
me there's quirky
schmooze.
music during these
Time for
things.
me to schmooze with our guests. I want it to be like the match game theme, though.
Wait, no, that's Spanish Flea.
You're right. Damn it. This is all your fault. What have you done? All right. Hey, Carl, buddy.
Hey, Caitlin, how's it going?
How's it? It's good. How are you doing?
Great.
Well, listen, I don't want to put you on the spot or anything, But since you're here for our special 200th anniversary special, and we're doing this fun trivia game, we also thought we'd ask you to tell us who your ideal bridge crew is. And we have a slide up here for you to make it easier, but as you can see, we're looking for your captical, I almost said, that's a word. Your captain, medical, sciences, security, engineer, helm, space of your choosing, so like, bridge counselor, maybe, or your favorite yeoman. And, of course, a pet.
Wonderful. Well, for captain, I have to choose Worf.
Really?
Because
How come?
he's done so many things. Science, security chief. He's been a solo warrior. He's the Charles Dickens character of the Star Trek universe. And I just think that he also was recently promoted to Captain of the Enterprise E in the Picard series, apparently. So it's his time.
I'm glad you have a great response planned, Carl. That's amazing.
I love that.
Thank you.
Now I feel really stupid because when I was answering these questions, I was only thinking about the captains. I have to rethink my whole fucking answer now.
Oh, well, we're gonna want your answer ASAP, Caitlin.
What, right now?
I'm gonna take it right now.
Well, I had said...
You can change it later.
I had said Ben Sisko because he's my favorite captain.
Sweet.
That's the only reason.
It's a good answer. Don't be sorry at all.
Well,
Sisko's great,
I'm
yeah.
still sorry. All right. How about for medical, Carl?
I picked Boyce from the pilot. And for one reason, bedside manner.
Yeah,
we
he
only
was
see
great.
that one scene. Yeah, he's like counselor and doctor.
And
I think he could have done
bartender.
interesting. And bartender, yeah.
Yep, Dr. Bartender.
Yeah, we liked
No.
him. We love him. And I feel like they sort of tried to get that with McCoy, kinda, but I agree. He nailed it. If you're gonna have a pilot doctor, he's the right one.
Absolutely.
I went with Pulaski because she gets
Nice.
no
Yeah.
goddamn respect, and I love her. And she's a sassy bitch. And I agree, she was nasty to date in the beginning, but I also think that she grew as a character in the season that we had her.
Yeah, and just
And
one
if
season, too.
And if we'd had her for longer, we might have seen even greater growth. So, but that's just
Agreed.
me. Yeah. Well, how about for sciences, Carl?
For sciences, I say Saru from Discovery.
Hell yeah.
Because he can sense death. What else do you need in a science officer when you
That's
get
a
right
good
down
point.
to it?
It's actually a really good point. That almost makes him a good pet when you think about it.
Yes.
He'd be like one of those hospital cats,
Yikes.
the ones that go and sleep
I'm
on
just gonna
people's
stand for that
bed when they're going to
microaggression.
die.
Okay, Emperor Giorgio.
No, I'm talking. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you heard about these cats that go and
Yes,
sleep on?
yes, but they're
It
sentient.
was a joke. Oh
You're
Jesus!
a monster.
You're not gonna like who I put for my pet then if you're upset about sentience.
Captain
Wow.
Kirk.
I put Spock as my science officer because he's the OG and he's full of logic and stuff, and I don't know, he looks
Solid.
good. Yeah. All right. How about your chief of security, Carl?
I have Kira Nerys as security chief.
Yeah.
She is great as a leader and, feeling guilty and conflicted and stuff. But if you put her on security, she's gonna be like the most creative security chief in Starfleet, I believe.
I agree. Plus, she's kind of a kinky bitch in the mirror universe, so you feel
That's
like
right.
she'd be fun.
Yeah.
Again, I was being really lame and in the box, so I said Odo, but I probably would have said Odo anyway because I love Odo.
That's right.
You could have said Odo as every crew member.
I was going to, yeah. That was my original plan.
He can just
Odo
change
wearing a
his
red
shape
shirt.
at will,
Odo wearing an orange shirt. Odo wearing a blue shirt.
Well, to be fair, I would have also had one Riker because he's also. I love Riker, but anyway, enough about me. How about your chief engineer, Carl?
I have Scotty, the original and the best.
Me too, samesies.
All
For those
right.
exact reasons. Plus to stick it to Geordi being all disrespectful, bitch. I don't think so. All right, and how about your helmsperson?
I have Miles O'Brien, who was the helmsperson in the first episode of Next Gen.
Hell yeah.
And you just have to have O'Brien around if you can, I believe.
Someone's got to suffer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Agreed. This is very true. So free space is kind of cool.
Wait,
'cause
who's
this
your,
is like,
who's your helm, Caitlin?
oh, my helm, Derp. I said Sulu.
Nice.
Because he's Sulu, and he's great.
He is great.
Plus, he likes, he does botany sometimes, and sword play and such, so he can...
Well-rounded.
He's a mixed bag, that Sulu. Alright, sorry, so I tried to jump the gun. So free space was like the one place where even an idiot like me could be open-minded and out of the box. So what did you think for your free space, Carl?
I have communications for free space, and I have Maress from the animated series.
Oh,
Shit, I didn't think of the
Because-
animated series.
Well, there's not a lot of great characters in the animated series to choose from, but Maress, it's just great to have a cat for that post. You know, cats, they can hear way better than humans. They can communicate with whiskers. They can do a lot of things. We would probably make first contact with like 50 new species the first year alone.
Of course, they
With a
also
cat at
might
the
then try to
Yeah, I was
eat
gonna
like
say-
40 of them.
Yeah, she'd have to be watched.
Not good for Prime Directive stuff, but
No.
Right.
And not to mix franchises, but you feel like if the child is really into that little ball on Mando's ship,
Yeah.
that she's going to be really easily distracted by yarn.
Oh god, there's the yarn people from Futurama. That would be a nightmare if they ever crossed over.
over.
my God. Remember when Pavel had a laser pointer that he put up on a screen once?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Nearly decompressed the bridge when she tried to punch through the viewer.
Who's your free space, Caitlin?
Well, it said whoever I want, so I
Yeah.
said Luoxana Troy.
Yeah!
What's her position?
Or
Just
yes.
there?
Her position is fucking feminist icon.
Reverse
Fair
What do you
cowgirl.
mean?
She's an ambassador. We need them.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Also, she's an ambassador, but mostly just because she's a bad bitch and I love her.
That's fair.
All right, and how about Pet Carl? This is arguably the most important question.
Arguably.
I had Maress for that too, honestly. But
I secretly was hoping that's what you were going to say. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought it.
How
I love
delightful.
that. And again, this is where the yarn and the laser pointers would come in handy.
right.
I'm a little mixed about my pets having titties, to be honest with you, but that's just me. Actually, no, I take it back, because my pet was Miles O'Brien.
Oh,
They could play together.
He's very
They
loyal.
could. Very loyal, yeah. And, you scratch him right behind his ear. He does that little thing with his leg, Just figured it was perfect.
Only have to feed him potatoes.
Actually, if you fed your pets only potatoes, that would actually be unhealthy. Cats at least need the taurine. Well, anyway, I loved your answers, Carl, and I am very sad that I didn't have the same,
You had great
More-
answers too, Caitlin.
Yeah, totally great
thanks.
answers.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks. I'm glad that you're all here to validate me. But no, really though, I wish I had been more open thinking. I was really limiting myself, so I will rethink it at some point. But I'm glad that we did this, and thank you so much, Carl, for being here.
Thank you.
Now on to the second half of round 2.
We're still in round 1.
The second
No,
half
my
of round
goodness.
1 is what I meant to fucking say. All right.
How did you estimate the time on this?
Badly. Let's keep playing, everyone.
All right, Liz, next. All right, everybody ready? Who tells Picard that they built ships in bottles? James.
Miles O'Brien.
Show me Miles O'Brien. Oh, good
Yes.
kitty. Nice job, James.
But who was never a boy?
Hmm.
That's not a real question.
Data?
All right, up next. What are the whales' names that the crew brings to the 23rd century? Liz.
That would be Grace and George.
How do you say that in the native tongue?
Or Gracie and George.
All right, show me Gracie and George. Yeah.
Or, yes, in the native tongue.
Perfect. All right, Liz.
Next question.
All right. Shinzon is Picard's blank. Carl.
Clone.
Clone. Show me Clone. Yes, Clone is right. I thought it was his mom. I don't know.
That would
I've
be
We
better
tried
do see
plot.
his.
I know, I've tried to bury that movie. I think
We
I
do
really
see his
hated
mother
it.
in that one episode.
That's true. But wasn't it a
Yeah, it was
hallucination? Wasn't that the
yeah, it was
naked,
a naked
now or
naked
some
now
shit?
hallucination.
No, that's where they went to the edge of the universe, where time
Oh,
and
that's
reality
right. Where
lost
everybody
all
was
meaning.
seeing
So
their
it,
crazy shit. Yeah,
it might have been his mother. Who knows?
true.
Whoa. Moving on.
Moving on. Who stole Spock's fiance from him? Liz.
Ston?
Dawn, did you say? With a
Ston.
Oh,
with a
Ston.
S.
with a
Ston.
with an ST. Show me Ston.
Yeah, Don. He was from Jersey.
I thought you.
Ston,
That's the
ST.
thing. I thought you said Don. I was really confused.
Nope.
Show me Ston with an ST. Oh yes.
I'll move closer to the microphone.
Sorry, Liz. You didn't pronounce both N's, so we're gonna disqualify your answer.
Being fair, if it was Don Draper, he could take a lot of people's fiancés.
That's true.
That is
Right, one final answer in round 1, everyone.
Whoa!
Oh.
All right, guys. The last question in round 1. What killed Captain James T. Kirk? Carl.
A bridge fell on him.
Let's see a bridge. Yeah. Nice job.
Wonderful.
All right, that is the end of round 1, which means you don't have to hear me talking anymore. Ames, can we hear our scores at the end of round 1? Oh,
Okay.
shit, I didn't realize it was part of the plan. Good
Yes.
for us.
Is that on the screen? Okay, good.
Yes.
All right.
Tally. Right now, Rossi is in with 2 points.
Nice
Yes,
job,
Carl
Rossi.
and
winning.
Liz, however,
Totally first place.
are tied with 3 points.
Bullshit.
It's a close game.
It's tight. It's tight.
And you know what? We're going to hit next? Oh, actually, we're going to commercial break. Damn it. Sorry, I thought we were going on to the next round. Apparently I've put our next commercial break here, in which we're going to get to know more of our contestants.
Woo!
Oh boy.
I'd like to get to know Liz, but that's just in real life.
Hey.
Oh,
How's it going, Liz?
it's all right. Just kind of hanging in there. Got a cat sleeping on
Oh,
me.
good cat.
Oh, big ginge.
I wanted to know about your ideal bridge crew, Liz, because I think you're going to have really good answers.
So it's interesting. So I didn't approach it as like I didn't pick straight up favorites. I approached it conceptually.
Like, you tried to build who would work together as a team, or...
Yeah, I made like a fantasy ship for a specific with a specific theme, and this is more or less for diplomacy.
Ooh,
Oh, I
I
love
like
it.
that. I like that a lot.
Oh god, no! Did I have everybody selected? Because I had like 2 or 3 choices for a lot of these, and had to just decide. I changed my mind on my captain this morning.
Ooh.
So for my captain,
Yeah, tell me more.
I was debating between. I had it down to like 3, but ultimately I went with Cisco
Nice.
Yeah.
Solid. Very solid.
because he's very experienced with diplomacy, but also he's ready for battle where needed, and he's reliable in both.
Awesome. Do you want to know who my captain was? Captain, I thought, was one of the hardest questions in this list.
It's tough. Yeah.
I
Who
ended
did you
up
go
going
with,
with Riker. Because I think Riker is very well-rounded. Because you want to look at somebody who's got the diplomacy angle, but also can kick some ass. And I thought
agreed.
Riker kind of encapsulates all the qualities.
He also
Good
makes a
choice.
mean
Yeah.
pizza.
Hell yeah, that's the most
Not a
important
great
quality.
Not a great omelet, though.
Not a great omelet. Bad eggs, good pizza.
Who knows? He may have learned.
How about your CMO, Ms. Liz?
So this is where things took an interesting turn. I decided to promote someone into the position,
word.
and
Shit.
that promotion went to Alyssa Ogawa
Oh, wow!
Nice.
That's great.
Nice.
Much
She
deserved.
deserves
because she's very reliable. She's always proved to be competent. She was part of the action all the time, and she was ready to break the rules when it was the right choice, as in the case with Crusher investigating that Ferengi death.
Yeah, and I think
episode came
I want to say Future Imperfect, the one where Riker is kind of seeing
Oh,
an
yeah.
alternate future that was actually a small child's projection. I think we see her as a doctor in that one.
Do we also
I think
see
that's right.
Dr. Ogawa in the one where Worf is bopping around dimensions? Or am I making that up?
I don't remember.
Maybe.
Well, we definitely
That
saw
might be.
Ogawa, but I don't remember if she... No, yeah, you're right. She was Doctor there, I think.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
but-
but she
No, I feel
definitely
like
wasn't
you're right.
with the
I don't think
Riker.
she was the CMO, though. She was just went from nurse to doctor.
Mm.
No, she's still a solid choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
My
Absolutely.
choice is less solid because my choice is a hologram because it's the EMH.
Oh, that's a solid choice.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Because
No,
Yeah,
it's not
he's
like a
not
solid
actually
choice.
solid.
No, but hard light or whatever.
Yeah, just because I think he actually has all of the medical knowledge that exists, and he'd be very useful. Plus, he's a great singer.
Mm.
Truth.
Oh.
Who is your science officer?
So for my science officer, I ultimately decided to go with Saru.
Yay.
Because not only is he just great all around, he's also a first contact specialist, and you definitely want that on a diplomatic ship.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
I went with the obvious answer, the answer that should be too obvious for someone like me, who is Data. because Data is science. He just is science.
It's true. He is science incarnate.
Data equals science. Chief of Security was the hardest one for me for some reason.
Interesting. This is the one where I only ever had one choice, and once I realized it, I didn't want to pick anyone
You're
else.
kidding. Who's your choice?
I went with Shax from
Oh
the
my
Lower Decks.
god! That's
Because-
actually,
because,
yeah,
listen,
okay.
He's big and aggressive, so you need a bulldog on your side, in case things go pear-shaped. But he's also very aggressively supportive of his crew. He's willing to lay down his life for the good of the ship.
No spoilers.
And he's also a cat person, it seems. So, that's nice.
Yeah, no, that's a good answer. Like, I know we've said a couple of times in the show that I'm not the biggest fan of Lower Decks, but I do enjoy Shax. I think he's a good character.
I find him delightful.
That's awesome. See, my answer finally solidified literally in our last week's episode when we covered For the Uniform, and I realized, damn, Eddington's got skills.
Yeah, but he's gonna sabotage all your shit.
Well, yeah, but if he's on your team, then he's doing it for you. So all you got to do is keep Eddington loyal. That's the hard part.
So loyal
is
Eddington
tricky.
specifically.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's legit.
Like, he knows all this great, like, sabotaging stuff, all these great ways to fuck over a fleet. Like, I enjoyed him.
And he's
thoroughly.
well read.
Oh yeah.
Well,
He's read at
we
least
know
one
he's
book.
read Les Miserables. We don't know he's read anything
That's
else.
true.
He might not have even read Les Miserables. That could have been a lie. He maybe just saw the musical once and thinks he's
Oh, I hope it was not the crappy one I watched.
Oh god, I hope he loves the musical. He sits in his quarters all day, just belting out One Day More.
I'm going to move on though, because
Yes.
I want to talk about engineering with Liz.
Oh,
What's
okay.
a good engineer for
So,
Liz?
I went for Sylvia Tilly.
Okay.
Hey, I
Discovery.
love Tilly.
She's smart, she's a good worker, she's a team player, she knows when to make hard decisions even if it affects her personal relationships, and she's just good at science and excited about science. I like people who are excited about, science and machines and stuff.
That's awesome. I went a very similar route with someone who was very, very excited about science. I also went the Discovery route because my answer is Jet Reno.
I knew it would be.
It's
Nice.
I
She
love
is
her.
the
Nice.
highlight of Discovery for me. She hasn't been in nearly enough season 3 yet, which is aggravating. But I enjoy Jet Reno, and I enjoy Tig Notaro's portrayal especially because she's just so sass.
Yep.
I really should have just created the bridge crew that would have been the sassiest bridge crew.
Mm.
That would be a hell of a crew to assemble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On a crew like that, who would your helms person be, Liz?
So for my helms person, I went with Cristobal Rios
Yes.
from Picard. And
Oh.
I have him listed as Cristobal Rios and Frank.
That's perfect because that's also my answer. So
What?
we
Perfect.
agree
Nice.
profusely, Liz. Rios, and
I mean, because if
hologram.
things go awry, he can get you out for sure.
He's great. I love him a whole lot.
I love him so much.
He's also easy on the eyes, which doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt.
Oh, not at
To play
all.
soccer. Free
I don't know if
space
that's
is,
innuendo, but I like it.
It is now. When you're, you
Likes to kick
I've
the
given everyone a
balls.
free space, especially just because I wanted to make sure people who don't fit into a normal bucket get a chance to be on your crew. And I hope you
Yeah.
pick someone fun, Liz.
Is you're saying bucket a foreshadowing, Ames?
No.
Oh no. So I narrowed everything down to 2 categories, and then I had 3 different people for each category. So I'm not good at decisions sometimes. I was debating between diplomat and counselor because I feel like there's not enough mental health being addressed in Star Trek. Though now that I've caught up with Discovery, I stand corrected. I'm very happy about that. But I decided to go with my diplomat, and that's Kalar.
Oh wow! Oh, she's a great choice.
Thank you very much.
Who's
I thought so
Kalar
too.
again?
Worf's
Worf's
first wife.
baby
Alexander's
mama.
mother.
Oh yeah, she fucking
Wait,
rocks.
I guess they weren't actually
That's a
married.
great choice.
That's an amazing
I
choice.
They
agree.
never
Thank
said the
you very much.
words.
No.
Yeah, my helms free space character is the one I filled in last because it's the one that I dithered about for so long. I was very close to saying Rand, but then I realized I didn't want to just say Rand for the hell of it. I wanted to pick someone who would actually have a lot of different skills, have so many skills, and can take on so many roles that it could only be Garrick.
Yay!
Because
Perfect.
who doesn't need an assassin in their bridge crew?
And a tailor.
I think
and
you
a
mean
gardener.
Taylor. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Taylor. A simple Taylor.
Simple Taylor.
All right, one category left. Who's your pet?
So for until this morning, it was Lizard Spot because I was feeling saucy.
Oh gosh,
It was,
yeah.
de-evolved Spot.
That's good.
Yeah. But now that I've caught up in Discovery, it's got to be Grudge. I want a gigantic fluffy kitty who is a queen.
Oh, she's beautiful. She's so beautiful. Did you see the photo
love her so
of the two different cat actors they have who play Grudge?
Yes.
They're so pretty. Because
Oh my god.
They're so
yeah,
fun.
I
Grudge is my
haven't.
Grudge
sent
is
it
my
to the-
answer to because Grudge
Yeah, it's
is
book
just
holding
so
both of them.
beautiful.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh, I sent it ages ago.
All right. If Chris didn't hear what I just
Grudge
said,
is also just like really calm under fire, so you can't go wrong with
yeah,
that.
she's a beautiful kitty. So
So I may have also, just as a thought process, assembled 2 other bonus crews. I can put this all to later. We can skip this for now. I just wanted to put it out there that I overthought this considerably.
Noted.
noted. We may have time later. I'd say let's move on
Sure.
for now, and I'm certain we'll circle back.
Brilliant.
Well, and
Good.
even if we don't, we have that awesome Tumblr we could use.
True.
All right. Well, I would like to move on with the game because we're already.
I'm ready.
We've been chatting for a little bit. Let's move on with the game because the next round that we're going to be playing is a matching round. Bonjour, mon capitaine. You have been summoned to a round of god matching. The Q Continuum will bestow upon you 1 point for each omnipotent being you correctly match with their insurmountable power. Tally ho. Tally fucking ho.
I'm really excited to end this round with 2 points.
You think you're going to get 2 points?
No.
He already
Oh,
has
No,
2
he thinks
points.
he's going to get no points.
He already has his 2 points.
All right.
God.
So, our bank of potential answers for the listeners at home, keep a good ear on these. The answers are going to be A, the wormhole aliens,
AKA
Me?
the prophets.
the prophets, yes. B, the god of Shakari. C, the Cytherians. D, General Trelane, retired. E, the Edo god. I think that's how that's pronounced. It's been a long time. F, the Metron. G, the Organians. H, Heaven Uxbridge. I, Apollo. And J, Nagilum. All right, everyone. Which of the following omnipotent entities the crew encounters snatches the Enterprise with a green hand? Any takers? Rossi!
I didn't mean to. The Metron.
I'm sorry, no. Carl.
Ooh.
Apollo.
That is correct. Thank you, Carl.
Huh.
I thought the answer was Jolly Green Giant.
Ho, ho, ho.
All right. Which of the omnipotent entities traps the Enterprise in a hole in space? Rossi.
The Metron.
I'm sorry. No. Are you just?
I was real sure this
You have
time.
I really like your strategy, but the Metron is not correct.
I am gonna come out of this with 1 point, damn it.
It'll be right
Just
eventually.
keep guessing the Metron.
Carl.
Nagilum.
That is correct.
Damn.
Nice. Holy shit.
Like one less question I'm going to know the answer to.
All right. Which of the omnipotent entities chases the Enterprise with a planet? Rossi.
Why, it's the Metron!
It is not the Metron.
All right, you got to start taking points off for obvious bullshit.
No, I think it's
No
great.
way.
But
This whole
does,
show is obvious bullshit. Be real.
but does Liz actually know it?
I'm just going to guess the Edo god.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Uh-oh.
Carl,
well,
chance
I
to
tried.
steal.
The god of Shakari.
Nope, also incorrect.
Damn.
I'm going to wait to tell you who is actually correct at the end, though, just to make it harder for everybody.
Oh, god damn it.
Uh-huh.
All right, which of the omnipotent entities doesn't understand baseball? Rossi.
I voted early. Sorry.
That's fine. I'm going to take your answer anyway.
It's wormhole aliens.
It is the wormhole aliens. I'm surprised
Actually,
you didn't say
let's be
Metron.
fair. I think every answer is correct.
That's true. They probably don't. None of them probably understand baseball, if we're being really honest.
I mean, Kevin Uxbridge might.
maybe.
I was thinking the same thing, Liz.
All right, but the answer I was looking for, obviously, was the wormhole aliens. Next, who draws the beings to themselves using a probe? Rossi.
The Metron!
I'm sorry, but no. Liz.
The Organians?
Oh, very close, but no. Carl?
Trelane.
Oh, also no.
Oh, damn.
That was gonna
Yeah,
be
these
next,
are not easy.
Hmm.
Because also we have met so many omnipotent entities over the course of our time.
Yeah, there are way too many in the universe.
And they're mostly
Yeah.
in TOS, so our next potential god entities pit two races champions against each other in combat. Rossi.
I'm gonna have to go with F, the Metron.
That is correct.
Yay!
Oh, I was so happy when that came
Yes!
up. I was so afraid you were going to not choose the Metron.
That would have been great. Like, as a gag, you're like, this time I won't say the Metron. Fuck!
All right, our next omnipotent entity killed the Hoosnock. Rossi.
F,
No.
Seriously?
the
I'm
Metron.
I'm sorry, no.
Ugh.
Liz, do you know it?
God, I mean, the Husnak is familiar. I'll go with the Cytherians.
Oh, I'm sorry, no. Do you happen to know, Carl?
The Edo god?
Nope. These are not easy, but good.
This is really goddamn hard.
Yeah. I only recognize like half of these god
But you know-
beings.
See,
I just feel better that everyone else is as close as I am. This makes me feel.
Well,
Oh, I know
No,
all
this is
the
good. This is a
answers.
challenge. I'm into it.
when we were vetting these, I only didn't recognize two of them. I thought it was going to be
You're
easy.
so smart, Chris.
Yeah, well, that's why
Fucking
we're glad
humble
we're not
brag over here.
Remember that
Chris.
show on
Our
Comedy Central,
next-
Beat the Geeks? I remember that?
Oh yeah,
Oh, I
used to
forgot all
watch
about that.
Oh,
We would not
Jesus.
be able to beat.
No,
the
I don't
Geeks.
think so.
No.
All right, we have three more potential omnipotent entities. Why did I write it this way? God,
I was going to ask you that too. The word omnipotent should never be said this much.
No,
You could just say all powerful.
I could just say God entity. I'll do that. So, which of
Sure.
our God entities overheats everyone's weapons because they believe in peace? Carl.
I think that's Shakari.
It is not. Rossi.
I thought Carl was gonna get it.
Well, that makes two of us.
Is it the Metron?
God damn it! God damn it! It's
You could actually try, Rossi.
It's getting funnier, and then less funny, and then funny again.
That's how comedy works. You gotta keep going. You gotta push through the awkward back into the hilarious, and
All right.
that's Rossi's doing it.
Liz, do you know who overheated everyone's weapons?
The Organians?
Correct.
Yay!
Oh, thank God. I knew they had a peace treaty, so I was like, is that
Oh
them?
yeah, you're right.
Yep, the Organian Treaty.
All right, two
Yeah.
more. Who lives at the center of the galaxy? Carl.
Shakari.
That's correct.
Nice job, Carl.
Finally.
And the last one, which I think is the hardest one.
Oh.
Who protects their quote-unquote children from outside threats? Rossi. Not the Metron. Not going to be the Metron.
You could actually try for a point here, you know.
You could.
Jay.
Say again?
Jay.
Nagilum?
Did we say that one yet?
It is not
Yeah.
Nagilum.
What is it? Kevin Uxbridge?
You can't just list all the answers. Liz, you know. Protects their children from outside threats.
I was going to say Trelane, but that's not right, but I'm
It's
going to
F.
stick with it anyway.
Liz.
That's wrong.
How about you, Carl?
I think it's the Edo
not
god.
F, shut up.
That is correct. It is the Edo god.
Yay!
It was
Oh,
a
that
very
was
hard
unknowable.
round.
From Sex
He
Planet.
was the one who
guessed.
said Wesley had to die,
Yep.
I believe.
That's correct. Yep. So
Oh.
for everyone following at home, the answers were snatches the Enterprise with a green hand was Apollo. Who traps the Enterprise in a hole in space was Nagilum. Who chases the Enterprise with a planet is obviously General Trelane, retired.
I forgot that
The
one.
wormhole aliens don't understand baseball. The beings who drew beings to themselves using a probe was the Cytherians. They were the ones that gave
Barkley.
Barkley.
special powers using a probe.
Ah,
Oh.
Pit two races against each other in combat was the Metron. Who killed the Hoosnock was Kevin Uxbridge.
Killed them all.
I killed the
Who killed
Hoosnock.
the Hoosnock?
Oh, okay.
Hoosnock.
Wow.
But who overheated everyone's weapons because they believe in peace was the Organians. Who lives at the center of the galaxy is the god of Shakari. And who protects their children from outside threats was the Edo god. Specifically, protects them from Wesley. Thank you for playing God Matching, everyone. Judge Q's
Yay!
godly
Yay.
points tally. After that round, now Carl has leapt into the lead with 7,
Whoa.
and
Wow.
Liz and Rossi both trail
Well done.
with 4 points.
Oh, shit.
Ooh,
Oh.
I'm sorry, Liz.
Yeah, that
That's
tracks.
embarrassing.
The Metron.
Just guess the Metron for every question for the rest of the game. It's going to work out.
When in doubt, the
Yes.
Metron.
Jake is up.
Computer program. Round 2.
Nope. Nice read.
What is it?
Nice read,
Oh, there's a
Velma.
comma there. Oh, I understand how it goes now. Computer. Well, the comma was confusing. Computer program round 2.
Sorry, Jake. I love you.
Holy shit.
That was brilliant. All right, everyone, breathe. Breathe. We have to get through this. Oh, we've been going over an hour.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right. Correct answers are now worth 2 points each. The questions are getting harder,
Actually,
Rossi, and so is Commander Riker.
Nice. That's my favorite joke in the slideshow, so I'm glad we laughed over it.
All right, let's see the first question. What beverage changes color when your bartender serves it to you? Carl,
Is that the Sumerian sunset?
show me Sumerian sunset. Yay, there we go.
Oh,
Correct.
Damn, Carl.
Well
I believe it is
Wow.
Data that serves that.
We also see Quark
Doesn't
serve
Quark
Yeah,
give
he
one
does-
to
yeah, he
Jessica
does
or
too.
somebody at some point, too?
But Data does it right before he loses his memory.
Yep.
Okay, next question, please. According to Riker, what kind of women don't go with jazz? Jazz. James,
Blondes.
show me blondes. Blondes is correct.
I
Holy
have
shit,
no
Rossi,
idea.
How the fuck do you know that?
Well, because Rossi just knows what kind of women
Literally
go with
can't tell you.
jazz.
Did the Metron show you?
I
don't
wanted
know.
Rossi to guess the Metron.
Honestly, I think it's better that he got
No,
it.
that's
'cause
amazing. Good
insane.
job, Rossi.
Wow.
Metron made 2 women fight each other. And the winner.
All right.
Gotcha.
Next question, please. What is the first race we meet from the Gamma Quadrant? Now, that excludes Odo. James,
The Tosk.
show me Tosk.
Mm.
I am Tosk.
That's his
That is
name.
correct, Rossi. Good job.
Yeah.
Damn, James? Wow.
Mm.
Okay, next question, please. What does Charlie Evans do to Yeoman Tina Lawton in a fit of rage? Carl,
I believe he spanks her.
I wish.
Please no.
show me
Yeah, it's totally gross.
Spankser.
Meh, meh.
That is incorrect. Sorry, Carl. Anybody care to steal? No? Oh, hold on. Rossi?
Makes her disappear?
Show me makes her disappear.
Are you out of your
destroys-
Vulcan mind?
Nah.
That is incorrect. All right. Well, let us see. What is the correct answer? Turns her into an iguana.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's always
that's
an
that,
iguana.
that's
But Carl-
the Star Trek playbook.
Carl, I understand the confusion, but I think you were thinking of my my fanfic. Sorry about that.
Oh, that is a good
Your fanfic was
fanfic.
great.
He does make Rand disappear.
Oh, that's
Mm.
right.
God,
Yep.
I don't remember
Right.
this now.
And the other thing he likes to
Yeah.
do is like take off faces, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
makes that one person's face
Oh.
go away.
No, as a group of people. He just takes off a group of people's
Oops.
faces.
Well, one we
We
see.
only one we see, but it's yeah. And then he just turns somebody else old.
Yep. All right. Well,
Oh,
next
it's
question,
great.
please.
He's a dick.
Oh,
Commercial break.
well, James, you've been cleaning up this round, it seems.
I don't know why.
Yeah, well, because all the answers so far coincidentally have been the Metron, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Well, so we're gonna do our little bridge crew game. So I'll go to you. Who is your ideal captain?
So I went for kind of like more obscure options.
I like that.
That's fun.
So a lot of these people only maybe showed up like once.
Is it
for the
Shelby?
cap-
It's Shelby, isn't it?
It'll be interesting to know who actually knows who I'm talking about at first. But for captain, I'm gonna go with Janice Lester.
Whoa, shit.
That's a familiar.
Yeah.
She's from the final episode of TOS that
Oh,
from Turnabout Intruder who
yeah.
stole Kirk's body.
Yeah, but women can't be starship captains.
Nice.
Right.
It's in the
So I was talking with my friend who I always talk about this stuff. And we kind of decided that like the episode shown is more like what the crew says happened. Where
That's funny.
basically Janice Lester just was she was tough and didn't put up with anyone's shit. And so the Star Trek crew just completely buried her, essentially. Because she just wanted to be a captain and thought that it was bullshit that there was this gender discrimination going on. So she's just, tough as nails and really just, doesn't put up with garbage from anybody.
Got it.
That is a hilarious answer.
Yeah.
I like it. I was less creative. I just went with good old Captain Sisko.
A lot of Cisco love.
Sisko is
He's
great.
cleaning up.
Yeah, Sisko might be getting the most points at
very
the end of this
versatile.
round.
Cisco wins the trivia game.
Yep.
With the Metron.
So James, who's going to be your chief medical officer? Your obscure chief
I went
medical
with-
officer?
I went with Elizabeth Lenz.
Elizabeth Lenz. Okay.
Elizabeth Lenz is the valedictorian of
Oh,
Oh, wow.
of Bashir's graduating
Nice.
class.
Oh my god, yes!
Nice.
The one who was better than him. And she has transferred off of the Lexington because she was disappointed that it was not the adventure that she was hoping for.
She actually ended up being jealous of Bashir, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and so I mean she's it's like as good if not better than Bashir at everything, essentially.
Most people are.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Ouch.
Bashir. I do like Bashir.
Yeah, it turns out
Yeah.
I'm not very creative because everyone's already
love
guessed
Bashir.
people that are on my list. So my CMO is also the EMH.
Good choice.
EMH is real good.
And I was a little unclear. I thought we were only supposed to be doing people from shows that we'd already watched as part of the show. So I justified EMH because he appears briefly in First Contact, which we did watch.
clever.
Oh, yeah, I should have been clearer saying you
Ah,
could pick
nice.
anybody.
But that's okay, because I like my crew no matter what.
That's fair.
Rossi, who's going to be your science officer?
Motherfucking Melora.
Oh, Melora.
Wow.
Yeah, but you're going to need special
Melora-
equipment on your ship.
Who cares? Like she is worth literally any accommodation whatsoever required. She was amazing and absolutely knew what she wanted out of her life and her career. She's great and is like exactly what the Federation ought to be.
Yeah. And it's interesting, we always had other disabled characters in the show, such as Geordie LaForge, but like she was one of the few people who was physically disabled. Well, she wasn't really disabled, I guess. I mean, she was in a wheelchair just because she couldn't stand up to gravity. But I like that choice too. I agree with you.
Yeah, she was great. More Melora is better. Is just great.
Definitely.
My science officer is going to be Lieutenant Commander Data, because why wouldn't you have a super intelligent robot doing your science? What about security?
I am going with Tosk.
I am Tosk.
Nice.
Well, that explains why you got that one right.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've had Tosk on the brain, but like he has enhanced strength, enhanced intelligence, but a lot of the interesting conflict would be that like he's essentially like genetically engineered to be a runner, to run away from problems and threats and to like escape, and so he would need to kind of like work within these instincts that he has, and also like he considers like he doesn't want to die, but like that's his purpose, is to be hunted and to like have this great adventure. But like he obviously like he developed a kinship with O'Brien, so like he actually will care about others and like want to protect them.
Yeah, and not for nothing. I mean, he's survived as long as he has because he's very good.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, he single-handedly took down like a bunch of people who were like armed to the hilt.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
So for my security, I went with Major Kira Nerys for
Word.
many of the same reasons Carl already said. How about your engineering?
Lieutenant Commander Argyle.
Oh, Rob!
Amazing.
Rob, my favorite character I
Yeah,
remember writing
no,
so many
Grump-
letters to Star Trek to try and make him the permanent chief engineer.
Grumpy space engineer who gets a second chance after mucking things up.
Yep.
I was gonna say Argyle as a joke and then give my real answer, but now I won't bother.
No, I think Argyle would genuinely have been, interesting.
Yeah. And I went with Scotty because again, the original and the best and very resourceful.
Yeah.
Who's driving your ship at helm?
Let's see if people remember the name. Claire Redmond.
I
Or
don't.
Raymond, excuse me. Claire Raymond.
Raymond?
She was thought out from the year 1994. She was one of the second season TNG. 3 people were discovered on
one
a...
of them was like a musician. One of them was like, I gotta check my bank accounts.
Yep. And Claire
Holy shit.
Claire Raymond was the homemaker, apparently was what they called her. And who had lost everything.
So you decided
Wow,
she's gone and learned
interesting.
how to fly a starship?
She was kind of is still looking for a purpose. Isn't necessarily like thinking that Starfleet might not be it, but it's kind of like one of the best. Like it gives her a purpose of some kind and helps her be a part of the time where she's living in now.
In this story that you're creating, Rossi, has she gone and found her great whatever grandchild?
Maybe that's Janice Lester.
Cool. All right. Well, I should say mine. So I don't really think the ship practically flies itself these days. So I wanted to get a helms person that would be very well-rounded and have a lot of varied experience so that he could be pulled in on all kinds of issues. I went with someone who has the most life experience, I think, of any main character, and that is Dax. Any Dax.
Yeah.
But
a
in my
hot
imagination, it's Jadzia Dax, but we'll just say Dax.
For a second, I thought you were going to go with the M5.
Yes, M5. Yeah, that's true, actually. The M5 was good at flying the ship and destroying other ships.
Yep.
Cool.
Vaporizing engineers.
How about for your free space, Rossi?
So, inspired by what you have said many times, and maybe this is what you wound up with a free space, I went with the ship's lawyer.
Ah,
Nice.
Perfect.
Ooh.
And I chose Chapak, who was the lawyer, the Klingon lawyer who was prosecuting Worf for the destruction of that civilian,
Wow.
Yeah,
the
okay.
civilian
He
ship.
is dogged.
Yeah, no, he was great because he was like, it's like he doesn't fight people physically. He fights people with the law and takes it as seriously as other Klingons take physical combat.
Fair.
Like he definitely would take it very seriously, and I guess my headcanon would just be like working within the confines of Federation law would be so like tie his hands so much that he considers it like a major like challenge, and like it's like I will work at my best using the worst tools available to me, which is Federation law.
Nice. So for my free space, I thought we could do with a counselor. Because I think a counselor does come in handy, but the counselor that we know most, I think, was terrible at her job.
Agreed.
At least as being a counselor, maybe good at other tasks, but yeah, no. So I went with the true counselor on the Enterprise D, Guinan.
Oh,
Yay!
good.
That was my other free space choice.
I like that answer.
And
chosen.
last but not least, who is your pet?
An exocomp.
Oh,
Nice.
no, that might be cruel though, because they're an intelligent species.
Well, they're intelligent, but not like they're not like talking to people intelligent. They're like an animal intelligent, And like I'm not saying like put the exocomp in a cage, but like it's like let the exocomp like roam around the ship.
Spoilers
pet it.
for Lower Decks, but there's an exocomp crew member in that show.
Yeah, and that was like one of the
Really?
biggest.
Yep.
That was one of the biggest wasted opportunities, and it makes me mad they included it for that
it was
reason.
kind of not handled well, but
It was garbage. It was basically for throwaway jokes.
yeah,
and
well,
it was
a lot of things on
pointless.
that show are.
Yeah.
So for my pet, I went with Unicorn Dog.
Yay!
Nice.
But I want both halves of the unicorn dog.
Yeah, you want it to live.
Yes, exactly. All right, cool.
These are great answers.
Those
I
are
love
great
them.
choices.
Awesome.
All right,
I love
well,
how Rossi decided to just pick as many obscure references as possible.
I went for the coolest like one shots that were available because there's been some amazing one shots like Melora. Just
Yeah, I
Melora
appreciate
alone deserves
Melora.
to be a main character.
Mm.
That's great.
And instead, she got to be a pet project of Julian's.
Yep.
Early Julian before he was written well.
Yeah.
Oh well. Poor Melora. Anyway, let's carry on
Anyway,
with the game.
Carrying on, we're still in round 2, everyone.
All right. Next question is, what prestigious award is Dr. Bashir nominated for, but does not win? Carl,
The Carrington?
show me Carrington Award. There
How
it
the
is.
hell?
Hot diggity.
How the hell, Carl?
How in the hell?
Amazing. How in the hell?
I mean, it's the crowning achievement.
Well, I was nominated myself, but I was ashamed.
How old were you when you were nominated?
Way
Yeah,
too
3.
young to win.
Were you 30 years old? The ripe old
Yeah.
age of 30?
It was
You
30.
know, that age when your life is practically over, apparently.
All right, cool. Next question, please. We all know Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra, but can you fill in the blank? Kiazi's children, blank. Oh, I see Rossi. Just under the wire.
By the river. Just guessing.
What, say it again. I missed it.
By the river.
By the river. Show me by the river.
I can't do
No,
that.
no. That is.
Just
do
it.
Just edit
How
it.
do you
Just
feel?
edit
This unit is
the
perfect.
slide.
Anybody else care to steal? Liz.
I mean, no, but if he said river, at least I remember there was mention of the ocean, so by the ocean.
I'm afraid it is not by the ocean.
Nah, I didn't think so.
Carl,
Had
last
to
chance.
try.
On a bridge.
Are Kiazi's children on a bridge? They are not.
No, Captain Kirk is.
Hey.
Or
was.
Under.
No,
under.
the bridge is on Captain Kirk.
That's true. They were on the bridge that fell on Captain Kirk. That's right. Let's see what the correct answer was. Their faces
faces.
wet.
Ah.
Their faces wet because they stuck their faces in a river. All right. Well, next question, please. Edith Keeler wanted to see a film starring which classic actor?
Oh my god. What the hell?
Carl.
Chaplin?
It's not Chaplin. James.
Clark Gable.
Show me Clark Gable. Clark Gable is
okay,
correct.
that was a guess.
Nice, it's a good guess.
Ugh.
Next question, please. How do Jake and Nog acquire
Oh, come on.
100 gross of self-sealing stem bolts?
How detailed an answer do you need?
We'll accept a general answer, but Carl, you buzzed in?
Didn't they just get them from Quark?
They did not get them from Quark. Liz.
Wait, no, they had this. Son of a bitch. I mean, you accept vague answers. I know that
Yes.
the self-sealing stem bolts were. Oh no, because they sold everything around. They sold item after item to get.
Yeah, we will
but they
accept
sold
what
us-
is the name of the item that they sold to get the stem bolts.
Son of a bitch, I don't remember.
Okay. Rossi, do you care to steal if you know it?
Was it like a food item?
I'm not going to say.
Can you be more
Well,
specific?
I don't know what. If it was a food item, I don't know what it would have
We won't accept a
been.
food item as the answer. That is too vague.
Food item for putting in mouth and chewing.
Show me
that's
food
more
item for
specific.
putting in
It's
mouth
actually-
and chewing.
It's funny because that's actually like doubly wrong.
I'm gonna buzz in. They got them from the Metron.
Ah. I don't think our guests are
My
getting it. What
joke.
is the correct
Boo.
answer, Ames? They traded 5,000 rapages of Cardassian yamak
that was
sauce.
food.
But it's a sauce. You don't chew sauce.
We would have accepted
Boo.
just yamak
Boo.
sauce, but
Are you kidding? Cardassian sauces you totally chew.
No way. That's stews you're thinking of.
all right.
Now, Cardassian sauces are really oily, like them.
Ooh.
Moving
That
on.
sounds right.
There is one final question in round 2.
Oh, final round.
Can't
two
wait to
question.
lose it.
How many lights do you see?
Sorry,
How many
I
lights?
cheated.
Rossi.
I cheated.
Oh, you cheated?
I buzzed in too
You buzzed
early.
in too early?
Oh.
Way too
We'll
early.
go to Carl.
4.
Show me 4 lights.
Do you not see the lights, Carl?
That is incorrect.
I mean,
Liz,
am I allowed?
would you
I mean, if you look, there are clearly 5 lights.
show me 5 lights? Obviously, there are 5. If you don't see it, back to the rack for you.
More torture for me.
All right. Well, great. Well, thank you for that round. Moving on. What is our points tally, Ames?
After round 2, couple changes. Carl still in the lead with 11, but Rossi is close on his tail with 10 points.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Sadly, Liz has fallen
Don't-
behind with
don't say it.
6.
Oh, you had to say it.
I did have to say it. Our listeners at home are tallying themselves.
That is how quiz shows work.
I still think we should have, instead of assigning points, assigned quatloos.
Oh no.
Man.
Quaaludes?
Yes,
I
quaaludes.
was also thinking Quaaludes.
I have taken 10 quaaludes.
We're all here. We're all good. Because we're on to our next round. An incoming transmission, everyone. The Admiralty insists on another round of matching. I know how much you loved matching last time. More fucking matching. Starfleet Command will assign you 1 point for each corrupt flag officer you correctly match with their dastardly deeds. Over and out. All right, so our bank of potential
God,
answers.
who are these people?
Oh no.
Some of them may be recognizable. Some of them you'll have to think about.
No.
A. Commodore Matt Decker. B. Commodore Robert Wesley. C. Rear Admiral Mark Jameson. D. Rear Admiral Eric Pressman. E. Rear Admiral Gregory Quinn. F. Rear Admiral Nora Satie. G. Vice Admiral Matthew Doherty. H. Vice Admiral James Layton. I. Fleet Admiral Lance Cartwright. And J. Fleet Admiral Elena? Is it Elena? How do you pronounce her goddamn name?
I've never seen her first name before.
I found it on the memory alpha.
It looks
Elena
like
It's
Elena.
Nechayev.
Nechayev.
Everyone loves Nechayev. All right, everyone, we're going to begin this round of matching with who gets their mind controlled by an alien parasite? Carl.
Rear Admiral Gregory Quinn.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yeah.
God.
Next descriptor is which Starfleet flag officer steals a shuttlecraft to fly it into a planet-killing entity? Carl again.
Matt Decker.
That is correct. Matt Decker went mad. Flew into a space stroker toy. Which Starfleet flag officer instigates a witch hunt to flush out Romulan conspirators? Carl.
Nora Satie.
That is correct. You're cleaning up on
That
admirals.
would have actually been my
The-
guess, too.
These first 3 are literally the only ones I know.
Right, resetting the clock. Which Starfleet flag officer frames Kirk and McCoy for the murder of Chancellor Gorkon? Rossi.
God, I did not mean to.
Just guess.
Metron.
C. Mark Jameson.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Liz, do you know it?
No, but I'm going to say Eric Pressman.
Still wrong.
Yep.
Carl, chance to seal?
Lance Cartwright.
That is correct.
Oh, son of a...
Ugh.
Damn.
That was in Star Trek 6.
Also, Cisco's dad.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
What'd you say,
I
Jay?
said also Cisco's dad.
Ah,
Yes.
that's
They're
true.
both
That's
Brock
very true.
Peters characters.
I thought you were calling Carl dad. I was like, that's odd. That's really strange.
We still have a lot of very
Good
corrupt
job,
admirals
Dad.
to talk about. We have which Starfleet flag officer sabotages the Earth's power grid in a military coup? Ms. Liz.
I don't know. Doherty?
I'm sorry, no.
Yeah, well.
Rossi, do you know it?
H?
That's correct. Vice Admiral Layton.
Yeah.
You get a point. Guy was a real dick. Which Starfleet flag officer orders Native American colonists to be removed from Dorvan 5? Liz.
I'm going to guess Nechayev for that one.
That's correct.
Oh, thank fuck.
Hang on, I'm getting
Hey, Liz.
keeping the points tallied to make sure I'm not giving Liz Rossi's point.
Oh, please. No, I need it.
Next flag officer oversees the implementation of a phased cloaking device. Carl.
Robert Wesley.
I'm sorry, no. Liz, do you know it?
Nope. Pressman?
Correct.
I
Yay!
did know it.
No, I didn't. But yay, math.
It eventually pays off.
Who was our good friend Pressman played by, Jake?
By John Locke.
Yes, our good friend John Locke. Terry T. Quinn, that was him.
Yeah.
He's great. Meanwhile, which Starfleet flag officer commands the Enterprise to be destroyed in the M5 battle drill? Rossi.
B?
That
Wesley?
is correct, Wesley. Good answer. Which Starfleet flag officer supplies weapons to both sides of a civil war? Liz.
Doherty?
I'm sorry, no. Rossi, do you know it?
Is it Mark Jameson?
It is Jameson.
Oh god, isn't Jameson the one that had the really bad old age makeup?
Yeah.
Oh God, he did. It
God,
was
He
fuck
took his
bad.
wife's
Right.
dose of de-aging medicine.
What a dick. All right, one answer left. Which Starfleet flag officer allies with the Sona to remove the Baku from their planet? Rossi.
G! Matthew Doherty!
That is correct, because it was also the only remaining answer.
Truth.
I kept track. It made it easier to guess.
Well, it occurred to me that actually, too, the fact there's only 2 Commodores and they only ever used Commodore in TOS and Picard.
That's true.
Like, once one Commodore was used when there was a TOS question, made it a little easier.
All right, so you all got
Yes,
the answers
because
correct.
everyone knows that.
Yes, obviously.
All right,
Well,
since
duh.
everyone got their answers correct, I'm not going to bother reading the answers again. If you missed any of them, just go back in the recording. Our points after that round of matching is Rossi still trailing Carl just by 1. Carl with 15 points, Rossi with 14. Liz still in the game with 8 points.
I don't know if that means still in the game, but sure.
It
There
means
are
you
still-
have to stay until it's over. Don't try to
No.
leave.
Okay.
There's no eliminations in this
still-
game.
Many ways you can get points. Like, I can foresee a come-from-behind victory. Because...
Bribing the judges also accepted.
How do you want to just tell us your, before we go on, Chris, do you want to tell us who your ideal bridge crew was?
Sure.
Since we don't have enough
Well,
contestants to talk to?
Liz had a second set, didn't she?
Oh, God. I mean, I had 2 sets, but I don't know if I'd really want to linger.
I
mean,
think in the interest of time, we should just go through Chris's
yeah,
list.
go ahead.
Yeah, we'll go through
alright,
mine. We were
fine.
supposed to
Go
have
for
a
it.
4th contestant, but real life got in the way. So, like Jake, I thought we were limited to the shows we have watched already.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
Would that have changed your answer?
Oh, God, yes.
Ooh.
I
go
would have
ahead.
had so many more options. I don't know, because I hadn't really thought about it.
Ah.
I may write it up for the Tumblr if I'm bored. I did allow myself one break in this rule, but I think it is forgivable.
We'll see.
But,
We'll
we'll go
be
through.
the judge of that.
Captain Spock,
Why?
Why?
Nice.
because...
You know he's a Nazi, right?
Because I feel like he's a good balance between, like, all the good qualities of a captain.
Yeesh.
Plus, he has the advantage, he has the advantage of people thinking Vulcans don't lie when they totally do
That's a good point.
all the fucking time.
True.
True.
All right.
You know,
I'm sorry. I've liked everyone's answers so far, but sorry, Chris. I don't like your answer.
No, I think it'd be great.
Oh.
I think it'd be great. CMO, McCoy, because obviously. Like, if the EMH was in my pool, it would have been a harder choice. But when it comes to him, Crusher, Pulaski, or Bashir, it's got to be McCoy. Although I did strongly consider Dr. Bartender. For our science officer, I also just thought, well, yes, give me the literal computer data.
A good choice.
Chief of Security, Lieutenant Leslie.
Hey!
Leslie.
Hey.
Because Worf gets his ass kicked all the time, and Odo is a little too strict for
But
Starfleet.
how often has Leslie died?
Only the once.
That too, he came back from the dead.
And he keeps his mouth shut, so he won't be mouthing
Yeah.
off anybody.
Yeah, no, he's perfect. Chief Engineer O'Brien, because he manages to keep DS9 together, and it's a piece of shit. You know, imagine what he could do on a well-stocked Starfleet vessel. At the helm, young hotshot Picard.
Oh, he is a great
Oh,
pilot.
that's true.
Yeah.
They talk about it, we see it very, very briefly once or twice in TNG. I want to see young, full head of hair, brand new artificial Picard, our heart Picard, buzzing a ship around space. Free space, ship's bartender, Garrick.
Yay, bartender.
Interesting.
He could learn to be a bartender.
Okay.
He totally could. Do you want to trust him with imbibed substances?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
if you ever need somebody poisoned, you can just be like, go
Oh,
see
yeah, no, it's
Garrick.
Perfect.
He'll mix you up a good drink.
And this
then
is the one
snap
place
your
where I broke the rule. Pet Grudge.
Everyone loves Grudge.
Grudge is great.
Grudge is great.
Sorry,
I
Porthos.
probably would have gone for Grudge as well if I had known that we could cheat.
It's not cheating.
You know, until this season of Discovery, it would have been Porthos, but Grudge just
Grudge.
is
Yeah, I'm
Grudge.
actually really surprised you didn't go with Porthos. I thought for
Because
sure.
Grudge.
Have you seen
I mean,
Grudge?
I know, but you love Porthos.
I'm just
Not as much as I love
I'm
Grudge.
just disappointed
Well, I know
that
that
nobody
now.
put Spot in
He's the queen.
at Captain.
Spot's not. As captain.
As captain.
That's great.
I mean, he's a good cat and a pretty cat, but I don't know about captain material.
I mean, we see him as
He's
Captain
favorite
in
captain.
Data's dream.
Yeah, he's in the chair. And you're only allowed to sit in the chair if you're
That's
captain.
true.
Well, we just have round 3 to go, so Chris is
Yes.
going to keep talking.
Yellow alert, round 3.
Oh, no.
Bust
this
out
is
the
not
pencil and paper, kids. Multiple correct answers equals multiple chances for points.
Oh dear.
Each question has several correct answers. Guess as many as you can and get 1 point for each you get right. This is the power of math.
Whoever said
And-
Tilly is wrong now.
So, yeah, and everyone's going to be held to the honor system. You know, we're going to assume you're not writing things down after your fellows have listed.
Just to clarify, I assume you are. The
Yes.
rest of them trust you, though.
So let us find out. What is our first go? Finish this McCoy quote. I'm a doctor, not a blank. We're looking only for McCoy quotes from TOS. You know, no EMH ones from Voyager.
There's a lot. There's a lot of EMH.
So many.
Clock
Go
is
for it,
starting
kids.
now. And that's time.
Pencils down!
All right. So, we will start with James.
I guessed a lot.
Fair enough.
I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer. No. I'm a doctor, not a therapist. I'm a doctor, not a psychologist. I'm a doctor, not an engineer. I'm a doctor, not a mason. I'm a doctor, not a carpenter. I'm a doctor, not a doctor. And that was it.
All right. Well, Rossi got
All right.
2 points for that.
Yay.
Liz.
I also had I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer. I'm a doctor, not a mechanic. I'm a doctor, not an engineer. And my guess was I'm a doctor, not a miracle worker.
I believe that is 3 points for Liz.
Whew.
Nice.
Shit, nice job.
Carl.
guys.
I have I'm a doctor, not a magician. I'm a doctor, not a bartender. I'm a doctor, not a barber. I'm a doctor, not a tailor. I'm a doctor, not a lawyer. I'm a doctor, not a orthodontist.
Burn, orthodontists.
I don't have any of those answers, Carl.
Let's see the
Oh,
list.
no.
All right. So this
Dr.
is-
McCoy is a doctor,
Oh.
not a bricklayer, mechanic, engineer,
I got this in-
escalator, coal miner, and we would have given half point because at one point he said, I'm a surgeon, not a psychiatrist.
Oh, so I got half a point.
Yeah, there is a whole list on Memory Alpha of all the I'm a doctor, not a blank. But so many of times they were just off. Like saying something like, what am I, a doctor or a booge shuttle conductor? Is close, but does not count. But these were the instances where it's specifically, I'm a doctor, not a blank.
There we go.
How could he be an escalator?
Very carefully.
Yeah, I don't think anyone could confuse a doctor for an escalator.
Yeah, that was in Friday's Child, per the answer key. I don't quite remember.
He was helping the pregnant woman up a hill.
Okay,
That's funny.
fair enough.
But also, like, the idea that they would still have the concept of escalators in the 23rd century.
That's a very good
I
point.
think
That's
we
true.
might see
It's historical.
escalators at one point, though.
I think in
Oh,
Picard.
that's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, definitely in the motion picture, actually.
Yeah, because
Well,
at
that doesn't
Starfleet
fucking surprise
Command,
anyone.
that's where they beam what's his
Yeah.
fuck up.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like escalators still work. What are you gonna do? Just have people beam between
Yeah.
floors? That's a bit excessive. It's just
What
a
if
lot
they
of
have like
energy
transporter
usage.
fire escapes though? Like,
Oh,
you
I bet
just
they do, yeah.
Run to the transporter and
Ooh.
beam out of the building that's on fire.
Well, except when there's actually a fire, because then,
I'd like to think, unlike the Picard homestead, most buildings in the 24th century are fireproof. Anyway,
next.
what have we got
question.
next? List the native women Picard shows their home planet from orbit.
This is like when they're
Be as
looking out
vague as
windows.
necessary.
Yes.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
30 seconds.
And we'll accept, I think, like the person from episode where X happened. Right?
Yeah. Pencils down. I hope you thought of some. Yeah, this one is not easy.
All right.
I can picture the trope, like the kind of scene, but I can't see the people.
Oh,
I
I
know.
don't remember the episodes.
Well, we are gonna start then with you, Liz.
Fuck. I have Alfre Woodard in Star Trek First Contact. I blanked on her name.
That's fine. I know who you're talking about, and my finger's up. So I got one.
You broke your little ships. And I also put Insurrection Lady because I don't even know what the actress's name.
I'm
I
sorry,
don't know
but
if it happens.
that did not happen.
Yeah, that was just a Hail Mary. I don't know. That's it. That's all I
That's
got.
it. You
Everyone
got-
else, I was like, I can picture faces,
Yeah.
and I can't picture anything else around it.
You got the
All
one
right.
point though. That's something.
Carl.
I had also the lady from First Contact.
Mm-hmm.
I had
I'm sorry.
Sergeant.
Which
Sorry?
first contact?
The movie First Contact.
Okay.
I had Sarjenka from the season 2 episode, and I had Ito Woman.
That's two.
Oh.
James.
I also had the First Contact showing Earth.
I'm sorry. Which first contact?
The movie.
Okay.
it's important.
And then wasn't there one where like a planet was like gonna fall into like the sun or something, and like they needed help?
Probably.
And there was like a nuclear level civilization, and they were deciding whether to help them or not.
I think you're putting
And-
together like 3 episodes.
there was an episode where like he brings like the president of the planet onto the ship in order to look down and see it and be like, hey,
Ah.
got some.
Do you know what else was happening in that episode? If you can name something
I
else that
remember
happened
it
in
was
that
like
episode,
the-
you might get credit.
It was like the president or prime minister.
It's.
You're close.
I don't know if you know which
Yeah,
thing
you
this
need
is
to name
what
something
that
else
was.
It may not.
episode,
It may
yeah.
not have had. There may not have been an ecological problem going on. It might have just been president of planet come to see spaceship and have better opinion. What were they? There was like some. It was like a big policy debate. It was one of those episodes where it was like all diplomacy. Like nothing really happened.
No, I'm not giving. I wouldn't give it
None
to him
of
on
those.
that. I think
I'm
because
pretty
a
sure
lot
I deserve
happens in
half
that
a point.
episode.
I think I deserve half
I
a
don't
point
think
to
you
round
do.
out my other
Good
half.
God, no! I'm not giving you it.
I'm
Wait,
pretty.
wait.
I said a lot of words there.
Wait, before
so
we move on
think
and
I've earned
James kicks himself so hard, can we offer a bonus point if anyone can name Alfre Woodard's character's name?
Isn't it like Evie or something?
No, Carl.
I got nothing.
James.
Did it start with an R?
No, Lily.
was
Her
Lily.
name is Lily.
I knew it ended in an E sound. It was 2 syllables. I was
1
close.
point for me.
Chris is now
you
winning.
knew the answers prior to this, though. No, not shish.
So the answers were Riven
Oh, wow.
from Justice, Noria from Who Watches the Watchers, Marista Yale from the episode First Contact, which is what James was so close to getting.
I don't know if it was.
If only he could have remembered that
No,
woman
because
that
he
pushed
did bring the
herself on
president
Riker.
on board. It wasn't. The president was a man and was not the woman.
Yeah.
that he showed up.
No,
the
that's
women,
true.
showed
I
out the women.
knew it was a man.
No, I know, but
No,
the
no, but he
question
didn't
was
bring a man up.
about native women.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Lily Sloan from the film First Contact.
Listen, this guy reads from a card. You don't need to take this from him.
I actually, when we were coming up with the questions, I think Chris knew most of them.
Of course he did.
Whatever.
I mean, in that I could go, I think I basically, the only one whose name I knew was Lily. The others I was like, that episode, and the one with the thing, and the who's it's.
That's the one. Next question.
So, next, yes, and is final, or I can't remember.
Last
Is
question
final
of this
question?
round.
last of this round,
His final question of round.
name as many of the past Dax hosts that you can.
Not Jedzia.
No Jedzia. nor anyone
You won't
after
get a
that.
point for naming
You-
Jadzia Dax.
Bastards.
I could have been kind, but I wasn't kind.
Is the clock starting?
The clock has started. Here, I'll restart it just for Liz.
Thank you.
Okay, 30 seconds.
It actually doesn't help.
Again, be vague if necessary.
We will accept their
Do
professions.
we need names?
Yeah.
Oh, they're
What? We need more time now.
Nope.
You want?
Time's up.
How much more time shall I give them?
I don't know, but I stopped because I didn't know names.
The time it takes me to hum Spanish Flea.
Okay.
That's
That's not humming.
There
There you go. Nice job. Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's say that's
That sounds
it.
about
Let's
right.
say that's time. Pencils down. Well, if you haven't guessed the pattern, Carl, you're up.
Okay.
Is it a pattern?
There hasn't been a pattern. You started with Liz last time.
Well, yeah,
this is
everyone
you're reversing
does
patterns.
go first once.
Rotated.
That's-
Oh,
that's not
okay,
a
I get
it's
it.
not-
I guess the pattern, Chris.
Thank you.
Do I get a point for
But
that?
that's
God,
not really
no.
a pattern.
All right, hosts. The ambassador who men were tough on for misogynist reasons.
Okay, I'll take that.
The musician and killer.
Okay.
The mathematician who could not speak very well.
All right. I know who you're talking about. So.
The incredible dancer.
Mm-mm.
The kind of hotshot pilot.
Yep.
The scholar who was very maternal when played by Quark.
Okay.
And of course Curzon.
Oh wow. Carl got 6.
Damn.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, thought you were gonna say the Incredible Hulk that one time. I was like, no.
No, yeah, Hulk was a Dax Indian.
Dax Smash. Gems.
So, Curzon.
Yep.
There was the boring gardener.
What?
There was the guy, there was the host that was boring. He didn't do anything.
Was he a
That
gardener?
doesn't-
No.
that does not-
Isn't
Yeah,
that
he
one of
was.
Garrick's previous
Yeah.
jobs?
No.
Boring gardener?
Pretty sure he was a boring gardener.
Garrick has never
No.
been
Has that
boring.
book.
Gardner.
There was the killer guy.
Uh-huh.
There was I just have Mother, played by Quark.
Okay.
She was maternal. And then I have the diplomat or politician, Kira.
Yep. Okay.
I did not, I didn't specifically say
I'll
ambassador.
give you 4 points for that.
Cool. I also came up with some fake host names. Dorak, Sila, Murgy, and Torton.
Sounds delicious.
Oh
Liz.
no. Okay, well, I got Curzon.
Right?
Then I put the politician.
Okay.
Then the adventurous one.
Okay.
Then doting mother.
Yep.
And then artsy murder Dex.
Was it? Wait, did you say the murderer twice or no?
No, I said artsy murder Dex.
Okay. Artsy. Wait.
Artsy. The
Oh,
musician.
the musician. Yes.
Yes, that's it. That's all I got.
All
Artsy has more ring to it when you're calling someone murder.
All right.
And they have one syllable in their name.
That seems to be 5 points for Liz.
Yep. Let's see the
Yay, thank
Daxes.
you.
Show me Dax.
We've got Layla, Tobin, Emily, Audrid, Tarius, Duran, Curzon, and had anyone said Varad, you would have gotten half a point.
That also
Totally
wasn't a
forgot
past
about
host,
that.
really, right? Because that was during.
That is
It
true.
depends on when the past
Yeah, that's
starts.
true. That's true.
That is also true.
Varad hosted the symbiont.
Yeah, but I
It just
but
wasn't
nobody,
like
but
this-
nobody
it wasn't
guessed
a full-
Varad anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Right.
so it is.
Look, I'm just thinking that I deserve half a point because I'm defending Varad's
So I'm trying to remember
veracity as
who
the
was
correct
who here.
answer.
So Curzon we know.
Varad's veracity.
Duran was
Yeah.
murder musician.
Yep.
Tarius was the boring one. He
No,
was a
Tarius is the
mathematician.
pilot.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
Tobin was the mathematician.
Tobin, right.
I think you mean Gardner.
Emily was a great gymnast.
Gymnast, right.
Close though.
Audrid was the mother,
Yeah.
I thought that was a
portrayed by
plant.
and I don't remember who Leela was.
Leela was the one portrayed by Kira who did the hand behind her back thing and said why she always has her hands behind her back.
Right.
And
She
it's
spoke in a
because
very
people picked on her.
particular
Yeah,
way.
that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, she did.
I really liked that characterization.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I like how my fake host names would fit perfectly in that
Yeah,
list.
kind
same
of
here.
would.
I was worried that you were
Yeah.
going to say one that was a real one, and we'd have to give you a point.
Yeah, I feel like one of them was kind of close, but I don't remember which.
All right. Well, that is the end of round 3, everyone. We got a lot of points out of round 3. Let's see where the points are at. Liz has rocketed up to 17
What?
points. Still in third place,
That's
but
not bad.
17
Yeah,
points.
okay. I was about to say, the way,
That was so
the way you
cruel.
said,
Liz has
The
rocketed
meteoric
into
rise
third
to
place.
last.
there's a problem. That can't be right.
Rossi has 21 points, and Carl is in at 23 points.
Ooh,
Whoa,
it's
so
tight,
close.
though.
Very close. And get ready, everyone, because it is the bonus round. Jake, can you read the slide for me?
Hang on.
Red alert!
That's the one. Jettison Finney immediately. In this round, you have the opportunity to really clean up.
Oh, no.
But you've got to take on Captain Kirk first. So pucker up, because your question is, there are only over 20 women that Kirk kisses in the original series and the TOS movies. Name as many as you can and get 1 point each. Get those pencils and papers out. I'm going to give you 2 whole minutes. Starting
no.
now.
And as before, we'd also accept, like, oh, the woman
Babe.
from episode X, or, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to name
Yeah.
the name.
For the sake of argument, we're also including instances when Kirk is possessed, in a mirror universe, seeing women projections, etc.
I am not going to need 2 minutes.
You got them all?
No.
Yes, he's got all 20-something of them.
120 seconds of dead air.
Yeah, well,
Live broadcast.
Chris likely edited it out.
No, this is live.
That's right, it's live, I forgot! Oh no!
Whoa, we messed up.
In the meantime, your timer is now up. I'm going to go to Liz first because she's in last place. There are a lot of points on the table.
Twist the knife.
Can you make up for
okay.
it?
All right.
I gotta have my list in
I
front
got
of me.
more names than I expected, so
Names.
I'm pleased with that.
Awesome.
Yes. So I've got Kalinda
Yep.
from By Any Other Name.
Yep.
Okay, this one isn't a name. I have silver dress, green haired.
Okay.
The one that he punches.
Yep, I know that one.
Yep. Baby Mama.
Baby Mama?
Baby Mama from Wrath of Khan.
Oh, he does not kiss her, though.
He doesn't kiss her? Well, that was a guess. Rand. Feel like he kisses Rand at some point. Feel like it might be the enemy within.
I'm gonna
Debatable?
reveal on the
No?
next slide.
We'll tell you everything
Okay,
at the
all right.
end.
All right. Then I got Uhura, Marlena from Mirror Universe, Edith Keeler,
Yeah.
and then I put Kirstie Alley Vulcan, Kirstie Alley Vulcan as just another guess because fuck it.
Good guess, but no.
Yeah, well, that's all I got.
All right, well, that's 4 points for Liz,
That's something.
and
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
explain why on the next slide.
Okay.
Rossi, as the person in second place, how many women did you notice Kirk putting his mouth on?
So I actually haven't watched most of TOS.
All right, you gotta
Wow.
give some answer.
Uhura,
Uh-huh.
did he ever kiss Nurse Chapel?
I'm sorry, he didn't.
He shoulda.
I'm also sorry he didn't, and I bet
She was not
She
into
wanted
it, you know.
Spock anyway.
That woman from the 21st century, when they go back in the past for the whales.
Okay, yeah. Her.
The green lady, alien.
Green in what
And-
way?
Like, she's green.
Her skin is
skinned.
green?
She's green skinned.
The
Okay.
Orion girl?
Sorry, leading the witness. I object.
Well, I gotta know which woman he's talking about.
Yeah, not green haired.
So
Green
a
skinned.
green-skinned woman.
Yeah, I did not put green hair.
Okay.
Janet Lester.
No, he
Maybe
didn't
before
kiss
they-
her.
I'm guessing. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you didn't kiss her.
All right. Spock's mom.
What?
Well, and fucking,
Wait.
frankly, who hasn't?
What show are you watching?
mean-
Sorry, James. Again, my fanfic.
All right.
It's a good
I totally
fanfic.
get it, though. It is. It's damn
I'm
good.
pretty sure
on
Archive
screen
of Our
only,
Own
not in
is
your
where you
AO3.
find all of the scripts for the show. So,
Oh.
Okay, I got 3
And-
points for you so far. Did you have others?
F, the Metron.
All right, I believe that is 3
That-
points for James. Carl, round us out.
I have Shauna from the Quatloom episode,
That's right.
the shapeshifter in Star Trek VI,
Yep.
Uhura
Mm-hmm.
in the groundbreaking episode, the captain's woman from Mirror Mirror,
Yep.
the Romulan from the cloaking device episode.
That's not Kirk.
Oh, right, the woman from Spock's brain.
No, there's no. I don't think he kissed anyone in Spock's brain.
Jillian from Star Trek IV.
Yep.
Carol, I know that's wrong, and the
Carol.
woman in Conscious of the King.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Lenore.
All right. I believe that is 6 for Carl. All right. So our answers, and there are a lot of answers. Let's go through these. Women whom Kirk has kissed.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Andrea.
Kirk, Jesus.
Andrea,
All
the
of
sexy
them.
robot from What Are Little Girls Made Of? Dr. Helen Noel, the psychiatrist from Dagger of the Mind. Ariel Shaw, his lawyer his prosecuting attorney in Court Martial. Lenore Caridian from Conscious of the King. Edith Keeler from The City on the Edge of Forever. Marlena Moreau from Mirror Mirror. Fucking Sylvia, that weirdo from Cat's Paw, who can has magical weird powers. Shauna from Gamesters of Triskelion, the green-haired lady. Nona, from A Private Little War, who's the kind of witch doctor woman. Dr. Anne Mulhall, played beautifully by Diana Muldaur in Return to Tomorrow.
Lasky.
Kalinda from By Any Other Name. Drusilla, the slave girl from Bread and Circuses, which was very
Oh,
uncomfortable
God, that's
for everyone. Miramani from The Paradise Syndrome, his kind of Native American wife.
He's
thing.
so happy.
Oh, God.
Uhura, as we've mentioned, from Plato's Stepchildren. Dila from Wink of an Eye. She was a girl who could travel super, super fast.
But not fast enough to escape Kirk, apparently.
Hey. Elan from Elan of Troyes. Marta from Whom Gods Destroy. And that's the one that I gave Rossi a point to because she is a green woman.
Yes.
Rihanna, who was another robot he fell in love with in Requiem for Methuselah. This is the one that Spock erased his memory of, for reasons. Odona, from The Mark of Gideon. She was the one who wanted Kirk's STDs to make sure her planet wouldn't be overpopulated anymore.
Yep.
Weird flex, lady. And then we have Dr. Gillian Taylor, our whale biologist from The Voyage Home. And Marcia, the cameloid from The Undiscovered Country. I would have appointed a half point if anyone said Ruth from Shore Leave, but she just kisses him on the cheek. And -1 point for Liz. I'm so sorry, Liz, because we punish sexual assault on this ship for mentioning Janice Rand.
I debate that because there were multiple people whose consent is then called into question on this list. Uhura was not a willing recipient, and Drusilla was a slave girl, and a slave girl cannot consent.
Yeah.
Well, no one said
Yeah.
Drusilla.
Also, anytime
You never said consensual kiss.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
kissed
You
under
counted
false
possessions.
kissed under false
Yeah.
pretenses as well, and so anytime Kirk was controlled by somebody or the other person was controlled by somebody.
I'm going to fight for these
I'll
points.
give you those points. All right. I'll give you those points, Liz.
Thank you. All
It
right.
doesn't help you,
Cool.
but I've given you those points.
Listen, I need to go down with my dignity.
It's
you know?
actually, you have redeemed yourself an awful lot. So, thank you all for
That
playing.
gives me 2 points instead of -1 in there. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right, so after tallying the score and cooking the books just a little bit, Liz came in at 23 points.
Yay!
Rossi came in at 24 points.
Woo!
And our winner is
See, it's
Carl
close.
at 29 points.
Boo!
Damn.
Yay.
Well
Well done,
done.
everybody.
Thank
Wow,
you.
that was
Good work,
that
guys.
was great.
See,
Thank
that was
you.
a lot closer.
It was a lot
I
closer than I thought it would be. Very good
There
job.
we go.
Yeah, very tight.
There is no prize, but the real prize is the friends we made along the way.
Wait, I thought there was
Right.
a prize.
Yeah,
I
the
thought-
email
I thought
said
they
there
were
was
gonna
Thomas
give
have
Journey.
a prize?
Wait, what friends?
Oh.
Oh.
no.
Hmm.
Jake, tell him what he's won.
What? You've won absolutely nothing.
Hooray.
Yay!
You know, I think I've won 200 episodes of A Star
You
to Steer Her
have.
By, and that
There we
is the
go.
best.
There we
Thank
go.
you for
Wait a
playing,
second.
Human.
Wait. I thought there actually was a prize. A prize, though.
Was there?
Yeah, you were gonna make
said there was a prize for the winner.
I was told that Jake was gonna 3D print a Horgon.
No.
That is the only reason I'm
Oh,
here.
I
Is because
I can do
there was a
that.
prize.
Well,
I mean, I don't seek Jamaharon
All right, well,
anyway.
I just spent 2 freaking hours of my life for nothing.
That's true.
Oh, being fair,
Well,
James, you didn't win
didn't
anyway.
All right, well, your
so.
I
Horgon is
could
in
have
the
won,
mail.
but it wouldn't have mattered if I did.
and I have Carl's address, so I can tell you where to send it.
Good stuff.
Ooh.
You've also won a fabulous trip to Ryza to use your Horgon.
Hot damn.
I hope Warp
Now we
isn't
just gotta wait
affecting the
for
weather.
Warp to be
It's
invented.
just make sure you don't time your vacation with Worf.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, God.
Go and maybe don't go with Trip and Malcolm.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Or fucking
once
Worf.
the
What a douche that guy is.
yeah. Well, we'll have to wait for COVID to die down too.
Yeah. We gotta wait for COVID to die down, World War III to happen, Zephram
Yeah.
Cochrane to invent warp drive.
A lot of stuff. Man,
Yeah.
Ryza would suck during a pandemic. Like they'd have to close
Ooh.
everything.
Wow.
Yes.
Man.
Yeah.
The CDC does offer some guidelines for sexual intercourse that is somewhat socially safer.
Right.
Fascinating.
Just in the
Do
butt.
they really?
Yeah, glory holes, you know. Just you're not breathing in each other's faces.
That's wild.
yeah.
Now
So,
I
butt
want to
sex and
like
glory
write
holes, go nuts.
pandemic fanfic.
I really need to work for the CDC.
No, not right now. Maybe not right now.
All right, I'm going to stop
Though
sharing
maybe
our
it's a slightly less
screen.
stressful occupation
Yep.
than yours.
Yep. We didn't plan a dismount, did we?
Well, we also were going to talk about something that's very, very common in all of Star Trek, and that's to make a tie-in to Shakespeare.
Mm.
Because we got a very interesting suggestion from our good friend Carl here of a thing that we could play on the episode if we were running short. We're not running short, but let's do it anyway. Is everyone to give a alternate casting list of a Shakespeare play?
Cast by Star Trek characters.
And since
Yay.
Carl won our trivia, and since he came up with the idea, I say we go with Carl first.
Okay.
What's your show?
My show is Hamlet.
Nice.
And so I've suggested Cisco for Hamlet before. And I think the main reason for me is that it would be fun to guess when he is actually mad and when he is faking he is mad. That's an infinite journey with Avery Brooks. Claudius, Hamlet's stepfather. I have Jean-Luc Picard.
Interesting.
They, they don't like each other. I mean, I'm sure Picard likes Cisco, but he feels guilty. And that would tie in nicely, kind of a new wrinkle with that whole relationship where Claudius is fucking things up. As Hamlet's mother Gertrude, I have Luxana Troy.
Nice.
And
Wow,
specifically the one from Half a Life, where she's not really into what's going on, but she thinks it's necessary and respectful. Ophelia, I have 7 of 9, who sort of more of a grounded performance than your traditional Ophelia, but I feel like when she snapped, she would really snap.
Mm.
Polonius, Leonard McCoy.
I like it.
Nice genial rambler,
Yeah.
good stage voice, and just enough authority that he kind of, you can tell that he is kind of losing it a little bit. And very, very good death scenes, I think.
I bet he'd have a great death scene.
Absolutely. Laertes, son of Polonius, who kills Hamlet, James T. Kirk. I think he's that kind of guy, very, very by the book, like you guys pointed out, and, very, family's important, but like they would basically, him and Cisco would kill each other and apologize to each other. And I think that would be a great scene.
Aww.
Fortinbras, if you have 3 captains, you got to have 4. So I say Janeway for Fortin Brass.
I like it.
Her skills dealing with the Maquis would be good since she would be boss of Denmark as well as Norway, I guess. But if you're into stunt casting, also Gul Dukat is Fortin Brass. Because then the entire production would seem like a Cardassian trick. Gravediggers, Quark and Rom. Kind of no other choices. No other choices.
Perfect.
Horatio, Cassidy Yates, who I feel is the most Horatio-like. The ghost Odo, who I feel would be great.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Screaming from beyond the grave,
Son!
What does he say? He says swear.
Swear.
A lot. Can you give us a swear, Jake?
Swear!
Nice, Carl. Oh my god.
And finally, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, Data and Geordi.
Oh, that's cute.
They're just fun to watch talking.
Nice.
And I'm also, it's a little bit of a wasted part maybe, but I'm kind of thinking later in the season we could do Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead with Data and Geordi.
Perfect.
Sure.
That'd be very
Nice. Love it.
cute. Does anyone want to volunteer to go next?
I'll go next just so we can get it over with.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't plan. And unfortunately, someone joked about the suggestion I did come up with, which is Romeo and Juliet with Julian and Garrick.
Oh,
Yay!
That works.
That's good, though.
Of course,
man, I'd watch
star-crossed
that.
lovers. I guess.
Does it matter which is
guess,
which?
Who would be the pursuer?
Garrick?
Yeah.
Yeah, Garrick's definitely the
Yeah,
pursuer.
it's definitely Garrick.
Yeah.
I
Ducat
love
probably
that.
is one of the dads. Odo is one of the dads. Kira
Who's the
is a
nurse?
mom.
The nurse is important.
Oh, the nurse, yeah.
Beverly Crusher is the nurse. I am looking
I don't
at
remember the
Friar
nurse fucking any ghosts
Lawrence
in that
would
show,
be
but
Data.
okay.
Friar Lawrence would be Data, you said?
Yes.
Say that again?
Oh.
Friar Lawrence
Oh,
would be
Lawrence.
Data.
Hmm.
That's all I got.
I like it.
Sorry.
What about Mercutio and Tybalt?
They would be played by characters from the show Star Trek.
Fair enough. That's a great
Wonderful.
choice.
Thank you.
I didn't think of it that way.
Get that.
Here, I'm gonna go next because I have a list in front of me, and also means I don't have to type for a minute.
Sounds good.
I joked a while back. I think it was during for the Cause that an Othello with Cisco as Othello and Eddington as Iago would make my day because the two of them are just so at each other's throats that it's kind of perfect.
I
Yeah.
hadn't thought of Eddington.
So with those two in those roles, I cast Troy as Desdemona, and then her Cassio would be Riker, which just makes sense because you'd think like, oh yeah, Riker's totally into Troy, when really Riker's into Bianca, which would be played by Lita.
Ooh.
In this play, I would also have a Roderigo, who's kind of like the drunk who just kind of hangs out, played by Scotty. Desdemona's parent, Brabantio, would be Luoxana, obviously. I couldn't think of a good Emilia, who is Iago's wife. I said maybe Ro, because it sounds like if she and Eddington would hang out and do Maquis stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Maybe Ro. And then the handkerchief in this show would be Troy's special fork for eating chocolate cake.
There you go.
Love it.
Oh, I like that. I'm glad I did two now because one of them was Othello, so I'm going to skip that one.
Well, why don't you give us the one
You
you're
can tell us
not
later.
skipping?
Do
Do
I
it.
get to go now?
Sure.
Cool. All right. So then the other one I had was Midsummer Night's Dream. Because I'm a basic bitch. Also, there's just a lot of characters, and it's just an extremely wacky thought exercise. So for Theseus and Hippolyta, I cast Khan and MacGyvers.
Ooh.
Nice.
Because that is a toxic ass relationship built on force. So for Oberon and Titania, I was debating between two couples, and I just kind of cut them down the middle, and now I have Riker and Kira.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I feel like there's just enough of like a feisty but playful energy in there.
It'd
Well,
make
yeah,
it-
and she was into Tom Riker for a half a second, right?
That's true.
Kira?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
she was.
yeah. Yeah.
I remember
okay,
the important
yeah,
stuff.
Even better.
Don't ask me trivia, but if you ask me who makes out, I got you covered.
No, you
Usually.
got it. Okay, so for Riker and Kira, for Oberon and Titania, of course they're fighting over a changeling boy, so that's Odo. Because he's a changeling. Hey. For Puck, I cast Harry Mudd.
Oh my god, that's wonderful.
This is I should also just a side note, this was difficult for me because I was trying to like so many of these characters I associate with the cartoon Gargoyles and they were voiced by Star Trek actors. So like with Puck I'm like not Brent Spiner. No, someone else. Anyway, Harry Mudd. For Aegeus, who is Hermia's obnoxious father who just for whatever reason just can't let anyone be happy, I cast Worf.
Appropriate.
I thought so. For the lovers, that they were kind of weird because like there's those roles are such blank slates. But for Hermia, the one who both the men start in love with, I have Uhura. For Lysander, the one she actually wants to be with, Bashir. For Demetrius, who can't seem to make up his mind which woman he wants, I went with Dax. And then for Helena, I went with Janice Rand. For I don't know if it's Philostrate or Philostrate, the Master of Revels, the one who's running the show that the Mechanicals, that the Mechanicals sign up to perform in. I put Garrick because I feel like he would be very particular about show arrangements, and he would be the one saying, "Don't pick these guys, don't watch their show." For the Mechanicals, so for Peter Quince, who's like the director of the show, as I recall, I have Dr. Crusher because I feel like she would do that kind of artistic. She would lead a community theater group. She has actually. She directed a show that one episode.
Yes.
Bunch
That's
of
what I was thinking.
episodes.
That's exactly it. Yeah. For Nick Bottom, the one who gets turned into an ass, I went with Quark. Because he would be full of himself and talk about himself all the time and would just accept whatever was given to him. And love being waited on hand and foot. And would totally get umox from all the fairies. And that's disgusting. For Flute, I had to look up a lot of these guys to like try and get an idea of the characterizations of these other characters. So for Flute, who's the one who plays Thisbe and doesn't want to have to shave, that's Chekhov. Because Chekhov is baby-faced and would end up getting pushed around like that. For Tom Snout, who plays the Wall, I put Data because I feel like my impression with Snout is that he over-explains things a bit. And he's a little worried about like, how, making things work right. And
That's
then
brilliant.
Snug,
That's brilliant, Liz.
Thank you very much. Snug, who plays the Lion because he's not too bright and can't remember too many lines and is afraid of scaring the people in the audience. That's Rom.
How many characters are in
For
this
Robin
fucking
Starveling. Yeah, no, a million.
Too
For
many.
Robin Starveling, Robin Starveling is the one who plays Moonshine and like another character or whatever. And I think keeps getting interrupted was the thing with Robin Starveling. I cast Dr. Culber from Discovery because I feel like he would be the kind of person who just like would get annoyed at everyone over interrupting him, just being like, all right, here's just a summary of what it's supposed to happen, so fucking move on. But like long suffering. And then Peas, Blossom, Cobweb, Moth, and Mustard Seed the Fairies, I just rapid fire cast Tilly, Mr. Hospitality, Rios's Hospitality thing, Space Drunk Sulu, and Neelix.
Specifically Space Drunk.
Specifically Space Drunk Sulu.
Space Drunk Sulu was so fun.
That's my cast.
I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hadn't thought of Eddington as Iago. That's brilliant.
Yeah,
is
just
really
as we
good.
were doing for the cause, it just clicked like, wow, yeah, this is their, this
That's
is
it.
them.
That's
Great.
Perfect. I like the idea of Khan being cursed to fall in love with Quark.
Oh no, it wasn't.
Oh,
no, Khan was
Dempsey?
Theseus.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. So it's Riker. Not Riker. I'm sorry. Kira, who would fall in love with
Oh,
Quark.
that's good.
I ship that.
So it would be that much more
That's
embarrassing for her. She would definitely hate it.
I guess I can go.
Yay.
So see if you can
it.
figure out. See if you can pick up what I'm putting down here.
Yeah.
So I also went with Hamlet.
Nice.
But I went a little different direction with mine. So
Ooh.
as the young prince of the Enterprise, I have Wesley Crusher
Yes.
Oh, shit.
with
Oh,
his
yeah.
Oh my god, yes, I already am picking it up,
With
and I
his-
love
Okay.
it.
with his wicked stepfather Jean-Luc Picard,
Yep.
and his
Yep.
mother
This is just the show.
Gertrude, played by Beverly Crusher.
Yeah.
Of course, the ghost is Jack Crusher.
But you'd think that she'd be more into him in that case.
I get it.
I get it. That's
Yeah, the easy joke. Sorry.
that's good.
It's a good
I like that. Horatio is Data.
Okay.
Polonius is Admiral Nechayev. Laertes is Nick Locarno. As you'll remember, is he
Which
was
one's
the
Locarno?
leader
Tom
of
Paris.
Tom Paris. He was the leader
Yes.
of Nova
Got
Squadron,
it.
who
That's it.
kind of became a rival, I guess, by the end of that episode. And speaking of that episode, Ophelia is Ceto Jaxa.
Oh, that's cute.
Wow.
Who I mean, doesn't quite fit, I guess, but I was like, I could have gone with Leffler. I guess might have made a little
that's
more sense,
true.
but I don't know. I liked Cito because
But I like Cito.
Cito actually
Yeah, no, I
does.
think Cito works.
Yeah. That's good
Um,
energy, yeah.
And then our Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. The best I could think of for those were Sonia Gomez and Reginald Barkley.
I like that.
And that's as far as the characters I could remember. So
I kind of wish we'd ended with that.
Aw, you can when you do the edit, just put that at the end, Chris.
Eh.
Well,
Actually,
we
no,
can
I'm sure-
end with that because
I'm sure yours and Caitlin's are great too, though.
Let's
you
hear it.
assume that Caitlin's exists. Foolish.
Ooh.
Very foolish.
Well, you go.
I said it doesn't exist. You're not listening very well.
Mine didn't exist.
I got as far as wanting to do the complete works of Shakespeare as a cheat because then I can just pick 3 people.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, no, that's actually
I
really
love
cool.
that.
And I sort of feel like in that case, I kind of would want Data because I feel like he has fun when we give him way too many characters to play.
Like in Masks. Wow.
Oh, well, not like in Masks or in Fistful of Datas.
Yes.
Or any other time that Brent Spiner gets to have fun. I kind of feel like I'd want Patrick Stewart just because he's Patrick Stewart. And I also kind of feel like you'd have to have Beverly Crusher because if anybody was arranging this show, it would be Beverly Crusher, and she always fucking casts herself.
Yeah, she can be
So
the one that
there
takes
you-
everything seriously.
Yeah.
So there you have it. That would be my 3. It would be
Perfect.
those
I like
3.
it.
It would be the complete works of William Shakespeare, and it would be a fucking shit show, but it would be great.
See, that's a great answer, Caitlin. You sell yourself
I like
short an
that.
awful lot, and that's an amazing answer.
Yeah,
Well,
she
but in
does
this
that.
case, it's just because I cut the fuck out of corners because I was like, because I think was it this morning? Literally this morning, like I don't know, 20 minutes before we were supposed to hook up to like try things out. Chris was like, "Oh yeah, do you have your bridge crew and your Shakespeare?" And I was like, "Oh Jesus, nope." And only one of them's gonna get done. So
Flip a coin.
yeah, but so I was kind of like, as like a little sneaky cheat, I could totally just do complete works because then I only have to worry about like 3 people doing the whole show or
There you go.
every show. So, yes, that's how we have arrived here.
So I went with my favorite Shakespeare and the one I've seen the most recently, King Lear.
Oh,
I
wow.
figured you were going to say Midsummer because we know how you love that.
Lear, I went with Cisco
Word.
because again, I just want to see him go nuts. Gloucester, Picard, Kent. I'm not sure I'm in love with this choice, but I couldn't think of anyone better. McCoy.
Ooh.
Edgar, mostly because he has a big old sword fight at the end. Sulu.
Cool.
Sounds hot.
Edmund, because he's a slimy sex pervert. Bashir.
Aw.
He's gotten better.
True. Goneril, Kira. Reagan, Troy. Cordelia and the Fool, which I'm ripping off from a production I saw, but also has been suggested is the intent of the script. Because the 2 characters, like, never share a scene, and... Anyway. Dax.
Nice.
Albany, the husband who realizes, oh god, my wife is crazy and evil and maybe I should throw in with the good guys, and is implied becomes king at the end. Garrick.
That's good.
Cornwall, the husband who doesn't see which way the wind is blowing and gets fucked because of it. Ducat. And France, the character I forgot existed, but is technically Cordelia's husband and is pretty much ineffectual. Kevin Riley.
Oh, wow, Riley.
Oh, poor
Who?
Riley.
Exactly.
Okay.
One more time.
Riley sang us Jolene in fucking Naked Time.
Yeah.
Not the
Oh.
the folk song Jolene, not the not
Gonna say, who knew that they
Dolly
were big
Parton.
fans of Dolly Parton in the
The
23rd
Irish standards.
century?
Well, in this play, he is.
I could just
Would it
imagine.
be?
I really want to see in that
Perfect.
version of the episode where drunk Riley is singing Jolene.
Well, go put it in there. You can do it.
I'm begging
how.
you, please don't take my man.
I had also considered doing Titus Andronicus, but it's been a long time and there's just so many characters.
Yeah, that was there were a lot of plays I skipped over from. Like, I don't remember most of these characters. I don't really know Shakespeare as well as I would.
But again,
think.
Cisco would have been Titus because again, when's he faking crazy and when's he crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
Cisco's
you
definitely
can't
our
tell, why
Shakespearean
should
favorite.
we?
We've been talking for,
I also,
good
like...
God, 2.5 hours, folks.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did anybody go with Kirk at all that I missed?
No, yeah, Kirk was shit, somebody used Kirk.
Oh.
I used Kirk. He
In
was
Othello.
There we go.
he was,
Yep.
he was
yeah.
Larry Tease for me.
There we go.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Oh,
perfect.
right.
See, there you go.
For what it's worth, I put Admiral Kirk for my Duke of Venice in Othello.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
But yeah, Ames, you were saying this has been a very long call. We're racking up some long distance charges.
Yeah, and it's all live, so obviously.
Yes, that's a thing.
Oof. And it's a 900 number, so they're paying us and they don't even know it.
No.
Suckers.
I mean,
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'd like to thank our contestants again for calling in to our amazing 200th episode spectacular.
And it was spectacular. They're
It
real
was
and
pretty
they're
spectacular.
it was fun.
Happy 200!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very awesome work, everyone.
You made
You
it.
did so good.
Okay.
Congratulations to
Congratulations.
everyone for knowing
It's an honor to be
any
here.
answers to any of those fucking questions.
And I have to say, special shout out for fucking James guessing blonde on that one question. 'Cause
I know. I knew that one somehow.
we were sure no one was going to get that.
No, I
'Cause
knew
none
it.
of us knew it.
Even I didn't know that one. That's great.
So thank you once again to all our callers for calling in. I had a great time. I think this was fabulous, guys.
Yeah.
It was. This was fun.
here. This is Rossi.
Nope, we've kicked Rossi
I'm
off the line.
No, I'm Jake.
Ugh.
I'm Jake.
I'm Spartacus?
Yeah.
I'm Farticus.
Oh.
Indeed.
Yeah, you laugh because you're not sitting next to him in real life.
Oh no. There's no way I can segue out of that to cleanly get into a thing I wanted to mention, which is, so we've been doing this, as we said, for like 200 freaking episodes.
Mhm.
When we first started this, I didn't even know if like Discovery or anything was even on the horizon at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at the time, we thought it was just going to be the 5 series and then a handful of movies, and then we'd be like, yeah, and then we'll stop talking to each other forever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And in our very, very first episode, that was just kind of us blathering about what we were excited about to talk about in Star Trek, we all mentioned like things like, oh, I get to chat with you fuckers every week. That'll be a thing I'm looking forward to. I wanted to take us out of this episode by just asking, so now that we have a whole lot more time with all these extra series and shit, what are you guys looking forward to in our next 400 episodes or so?
Still chatting with you fuckers every week, I guess. It feels weird when we don't, you know? Like and especially now, like I know like in 400 episodes from now, maybe we'll be quarantined again because there'll be another pandemic, but
Oh,
hopefully
God.
not.
Oh.
Like it's just, this has been like one of the most normal regular things that I've been doing, and it kind of like makes me feel connected to the real world a little bit, which is
Yeah.
really nice.
It's nice to have some
Um,
normalcy in these very abnormal times.
Yeah, so I think, but I mean, like, but also, you know, I talk to you guys more than I talk to most people. So, I mean, as much as I always adored you from the beginning, like, y'all have really become some of my best friends, and I'm super grateful to have you. And that's basically it, because I'm telling you, I'm not looking forward to Enterprise or Voyager, so I'm
Aw,
gonna...
There's a lot of great Voyager.
I know, you guys keep trying to convince me, but Neelix is on that show.
How about you, Jake?
What's the question?
Wow. Jake is
I don't
not
know.
looking forward to keeping up with us for the next several years.
Who can blame him?
What are you looking forward to for our next span of time together?
I'm looking forward to finishing up Deep Space Nine and then the rest of the shows. I'm not looking forward to anything after Enterprise.
Oh, right, you don't like any of the new Trek, huh?
I don't know. It's a mixed bag.
But Grudge! We're gonna get to talk more about Grudge.
Oh, I love Grudge.
Love that cat.
Are they gonna pull like a Men in Black? Is he gonna just have the universe on like a collar around his neck? Is that what's gonna happen?
That's cute.
Grudge is going to turn out to be Odo.
Wow, he's gotten better at shifting.
Well, he's
I
had.
mean, it's been like 1,000 years, right?
Yeah.
So.
How long do changelings live?
I was thinking that.
I don't remember
Why
if
not
DS9
forever?
ever establishes that.
Huh.
Cool. Well, how
Well,
about you, Chris?
what about you guys? Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to being probably the only person that can even remotely tolerate Enterprise. I am actually genuinely looking forward to finishing Voyager properly, because I remember giving up on it around season 5-ish when I was younger.
Wow.
So, I tuned in for the finale, but aside from that, there's a lot of gaps in my knowledge. Be interesting to see where that goes. Anson Mount's ass.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
That'll
true.
be fun.
Strange New Worlds. That'll be interesting.
Yep. Oh god, those uniforms.
We can still look forward to that one because we haven't actually seen any of it yet.
Yeah, no. It's crazy because it just keeps going. Because like you said, Ames, we started this. There'd been I think a couple of production delays on Discovery. I think
Right.
literally all that existed when we started was they had very recently revealed a photo of the captain's chair. And that was it. There was that one CG trailer with an early, slightly different version of the ship in the captain's chair. And it was really just, it felt are they just is this never gonna happen? Is this gonna just fizzle out? And now it is one of, 3 current shows and 2 in the pipeline? Because there's the
Prodigy.
Nickelodeon one. Yeah, Prodigy and Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, I assume the Section 31 show has crashed and burned or something by now.
Well, so ages ago they had said production on that would begin after season 3 of Discovery. But of course, season 3 of Discovery's production wrapped in the middle of the pandemic. So that may have delayed things,
idea.
or they've been working on it just very quietly or something. Who knows? It was completely up in the air. Hopefully they don't go too crazy. This is going to date us a little, but just yesterday, Disney jizzed Star Wars everywhere. I don't know if you heard about this.
Yeah, I heard that there's going to be that Jedi Girl series.
They announced, I think, literally...
What's her name?
Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka?
They announced literally 10 shows and 3 movies or some madness like that.
Damn,
I don't even know.
Damn.
Right, because they're getting a Sith show,
They-
an Obi-Wan show, an Ahsoka whatever the fuck show.
Yeah, a bunch that are just titles right now. And it's I just hope Trek doesn't do that.
Oh, they're doing a Cassian one as well.
Yeah, but the
Really?
Cassian and Obi-Wan they actually announced ages ago, but I think they're both finally... Cassian's actually coming out sooner than later, and Obi-Wan has finally started production.
So
All
is
I
this
want to
one
know
of
is...
the? Is
Go
this
ahead.
one of the 2 plans in reproduction where it's you have just a lot of content and you hope a couple of them stick?
That seems to be what they're doing.
they're taking the Marvel approach. I mean,
Yeah.
it worked really well for Marvel, so they're just gonna fucking, like you said, blow their creative load out there, and hopefully some of them will hit an egg.
Yeah, and I hopefully Star Trek doesn't do it. There's a lot of things floating around, there's a lot of rumors, there's a lot of definite things, but at the same time, they at least seem to be taking it a little slower as far as actually starting up on things. So hopefully they don't burn themselves out. Because, I think, I'm just looking at all these titles from Disney and going, wow, I'm sick of Star Wars and this stuff doesn't even exist yet. It's just knowing that there's that much coming. I'm just
There are certain ones that I think we can get excited about. I'm going to get excited about Obi-Wan no matter what.
Yeah, totally.
Who's playing Obi-Wan in it?
Ewan McGregor.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
but
liked him.
also they're
That's,
bringing back Hayden Christensen.
Well, to be Vader, which means somebody will dub
So
the voice.
the 2 weakest actors from Star Wars
I
are
thought
going to
you
be
liked
on a show
McGregor.
together.
Ewan McGregor's not weak. It's just I'm not interested at all in him as Obi-Wan.
I think with a
Yeah,
better
I think we need to
writer.
necromance Guinness.
Yeah, I was gonna
and-
say if they could resurrect Alec Guinness and get more of that, that'd be much better. Yeah,
All right.
that would be for me too. But he'd hate it the whole time.
All right, we accidentally started talking about Star Wars.
Yep, sorry, my fault.
But I wanted to mention that's kind of the thing that I'm also looking forward to in more of our Star Trek discussions is just seeing the variety. The variety is wild right now because
Yeah.
I happen to be doing a rewatch of TOS at the moment.
Mm.
And then also we're in the middle of covering Deep Space Nine for the show. And Discovery is live right now.
Yep.
So it's tonal whiplash between
Yeah.
what thing I'm watching any given night. Because they're so wildly different.
Yeah, I just, for all that people are a mild spoiler without getting into too many details for Discovery if you're not caught up. Like, for all the people are saying he feels like Q, Carl feels like something straight out of TOS to me.
Oh, I had a joke about Carl. What was my joke about Carl, Jake?
I don't know who Carl is.
Carl was the guy that sits by the door.
Oh, I don't remember the joke.
I don't remember the joke. I made a good joke. We can cut that part, Jake. Or Chris.
Leave that in.
If you remember
It's
it
going to be
later,
a long episode.
if you remember it later, say it and I'll splice it back in.
It's gone. It's fucking gone. Oh, no. I remember. Oh, God. Okay, this was it. My joke about Carl, and again, spoilers for everything now, is that because he's kind of between two worlds, he's Lazarus.
Nice.
Did he have a beard?
He sadly no.
Oh, damn it. Where's he going to store his gravy?
Oh, God, now I want him to be old Lazarus.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I really did not need fucking more mirror universe.
No one does.
JoJo nonsense.
No one
God
does.
damn that show.
I do like that actual Captain Killy has a very, 1960s hair bump in the back, though.
But it's not, so here's the thing, right? It's not actually Captain Killy. It's
A
like,
projection, probably.
Yeah, it's
gotta
like
be
her
some kind of-
memories of Captain Killy.
yeah, but I don't think any of the events that we're seeing are based on actual things. I think it's some sort of memory palace.
Yeah, no, I think people have been comparing it to
Situation.
Tapestry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't even think it's that. I don't even think it's that literal. Because why are all these people on the fucking Discovery? Why is Saru there? It's I mean, I guess in the sense, I guess it's true to its mirror universe roots.
Yeah.
In that everybody just happened, the human Trill person is gonna appear for no
Somehow,
reason.
Probably.
Yeah.
And that it's just going to
in
be
the
fucking
past.
ridiculous.
Yeah. But no, I really want them to not explain what Carl is. Everyone's like, oh, he's a Q. It's I hope not. Don't
well, then his
explain
name
it.
would be. Was his name spelled Qarl in the credits? Because if so, then yes, he's
apostrophe.
absolutely a Q.
His name is actually an anagram for Q.
How does that work?
It does.
It doesn't.
There were many times in old Doctor
Kitty.
Who where the Master would appear, but he wouldn't have revealed himself as the Master yet, and his name would often be an anagram of Master.
Oh, that's dumb.
It is.
But again, this also isn't a whatever the fuck show Chris is talking about podcast.
Doctor
Nope.
Who.
And we've been talking for 15 hours now, and people are sick of us.
They are.
Have you told us yet what you're looking forward to? Is that what you just did?
Oh, yeah.
Dead.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah, you did. Right.
Just wanted to make sure.
So-
Because we went on this fucking tangent.
Yeah.
Like we usually do.
All right,
We
this
do.
episode is over 2 3/4 hours long. So
Ish, maybe. We'll see what it gets whittled down to.
let's Jake us out, toys.
All right. Well, next week we will be talking about 2 episodes of Deep Space Nine.
Sneaky.
But it's gonna kind of feel like one, because it's a sneaky-ass 2-parter. Those 2 episodes will be In Purgatory's Shadow and By Inferno's Light. And yes, if you like what you heard, and you want to hear more, but you would prefer to hear about the show itself, Star Trek show, wow. If you like what you heard and you think that we're super duper, but you'd be more interested in hearing us speak about Star Trek shows, check us out. You can find us on SoundCloud. We're on Stitcher. We're on, Spotify?
Yep.
Google Play? Podcasts?
Google's up in the air because it kind of
Yeah,
did
maybe that
things
one's gone.
recently.
Apple Podcast, though, for sure. You can find us on Facebook by searching for A Star to Steer Her By. You can find us on Twitter and Tumblr at SSHB Podcast, or you can find us online at sshbpodcast.com. As usual, I have been Caitlin.
This be Jake.
This has been Chris.
And this is always Ames. Happy anniversary, everyone.
Oh, happy anniversary! Yay!
Is it really anniversary though? 'Cause
Yes.
but that means year.
Yes.
Okay.
It's better
You
than
don't
an
know
epiversary.
you don't know how long my years are.
That's true. Maybe we're like
we do
Bajor.
measure years in 100-week chunks.
Yes.